Whew. What up, everybody? Shorty C94 back again with yet another episode of Shorty's Sneaker Conversations. This is episode 42. Our guest today will be Random Laces. What's up, Sneakerhead Poppy? Got to get you on here, man. What's up, Dr. Mays 26, JB Squared 5 Kicks? What's going on? Let's see if we can get our guest. Yeah. All right, Random Laces, I just sent you the invite here. So,
Oh.
All right.
Hey. Oh, we're in there. I get the closet. Yay.
Yeah, it's been an avalanche here for weeks. You know, since I don't get to wear Jordans like I'm used to wearing because of the Converse situation. I don't really come in here that much.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just wear Crocs because I work from home. So there's nothing really to put on.
Got you. Oops. Boxes tripping. Oh, man.
I thought I was the only one that had my setup on a box. Good to know. We are here together.
Yeah, like I bought a couple of things, and you know, my wife has a couple of things, but they all upstairs. So
makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah,
I made it. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh man, nah, I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
I appreciate you having me. We've been trying to do this for a while. I was like, maybe Shorty doesn't want me on his page. That's what it is.
I'll never be that. I also wanted to say, you know, I forgot that you had 2 pages. There's so many better pictures on that other page.
Oh, that's my
yeah,
that's my family page. And so when I wanted to separate sneakers because family is like, why are you always buying shoes? I was like, yeah, let me make this other page and not accept you guys. So that's what I did.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Before we really get into it, you know, because I've been looking forward to this. Gotta ask you what was the most positive thing you took from 2020?
Oh, most positive thing I took from 2020.
Shout out to everybody who joined.
Yes. Hey everyone. Okay, so it's so much. Really, I'm gonna say just like living every day like it's your last, honestly, like living it to the fullest, I guess. And that really didn't come from me. That came from when I first met Julius. He was on your show previously. Yeah. And so I talked to him and, you know, he was telling me how he got over COVID and he was like, you know, you got to live your life. And I think we talked on shoes. It really is not living the life till its fullest. He's like, you need to wear those shoes. He was like, because you never know when you're gone. And now these shoes are going to live past you. And I was like, you got a point. So one day I was like, I'm gonna undead stock these. So I guess it's a little bit of living your life like to the fullest, and then also trying to put on some of those shoes that you have collecting. So I'll make sure of that.
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, let's just, you know, dive into some sneaker origins.
Let's get it. Now hold on now, because I'm not all right now.
Everybody has
I know colors and I know shoe numbers. So
you got it. You
all right, well, let's see what we got here.
Well, you know, what was your first memory and moment? You know what I mean? Like what kicked everything off?
Ooh, I you know, I'm really torn between that. So I want to say it started when I think I was either in elementary school or probably just started middle school, but the Jordan pack that came out, the gold member pack that had the black and gold. I think it came with the DMPs and what was it? The playoffs, maybe? I don't remember what came in that pack. I know that a lot of my classmates got that. My mom wasn't buying those type of shoes for me, so I just kind of admired it from like afar with other people. Then it really, I think my first like purchase came in when I was in the 11th grade. My mom was working and she had to go overseas, and so she left us, you know, some food money, and she was like, hey, this is your money for the month. You know, we had people, you know, a sitter there or whatever to watch over us, but she left me the money. I took the money and I bought shoes. And, you know, my cousin called and she was like, we don't have any food because she bought shoes. And I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know what really started it. I love what sneakers have to offer outside of comfort. I just love, you know, the creativity, the color, boxes. I love boxes. Like I'll buy an ugly shoe straight for the boxes. You know, I don't know. It's a mixture.
Okay. So that pack you were talking about, like around what time would you say that was? Like what year?
Oh, grief. I wanna Mm, let's see. Three, back it up. Probably 96, maybe 97 back in that time, I want to say, but maybe a little further back. Probably it was in the 90s. It was the later part of the 90s. I know it wasn't in 2000. I remember it was just being a double pack, the double box that came out. I think it was around Christmas. East Bay, my friend used to get the East Bay book and we would flip through it and I would just like create this folder of things that one day I would own. And that's where I saw it. But it was really like a lot of my classmates, they had it. And I was like, I need that in my life. And honestly, I've been looking online for a pack because I wear a size 7 in kids. They're going for a ton of money. Like, it's just not gonna happen. I saw that face. Don't make that face. Yeah, that's the struggle. It's real.
Size 7.
Yeah.
No, I ain't hating. All right. Well, what would you say, going after that was like that first shoe that you bought that just really was like, all right, I'm in this?
I'm glad you asked that question, but let me find her because I got to bring her out. She has to be talked about. Give me just a second. I had to bring the closet to y'all. I couldn't bring y'all to the closet. Oh, y'all wasn't gonna fit in there. I'm gonna have to go with my Concords, my Concord 11. This was the shoe. This is the one that came out. I think this is what 2011. So at the time I was talking to this girl. She was a sneakerhead. Some of my friends were sneakerheads, and I didn't really understand the whole hype because again, I didn't have a lot of like Jordans and so forth growing up, so I didn't understand the hype behind it. And they were like, the Concord's about to be released. We got to get them. I was like, all right, let's go get them. Didn't know what I was walking into. We camped out. It was Charlotte, South Park Mall, camped out. We're thinking, oh, we're just going to spend the night in the parking lot, get up, go to the door. No, it was like, not going to happen. You got to get off the campus, cannot be here. You can re-enter 5:30, 6 o'clock the next morning. I was like, all right, bet, shouldn't be too bad, until everybody started swarming onto the campus that next morning. And they bum rushed the door trying to get in. And I had got caught up in the door. And I was like, I wasn't really, so if they are out there and they see me and they're like, hey, you the one that got my shoe, I'm sorry. So I wasn't really in any danger, but I acted like I was and went to the paramedics, and then they gave us an opportunity to grab the shoes. They decided they weren't gonna sell the shoe, and they gave us the opportunity to buy the shoe because we got injured. And I was like, from there on out, it was nothing but up. Like every shoe I had to have it. It was go time, and that's where it was. It started probably back in 2011, and it just grew. It has been growing ever since.
All right. Well, let me shout out right quick. Ross Sneaks 83, my brother, Covenant Army. You know what I mean? Mesh Mang, V Weathers HR, my wife. She's up in here now.
I know she helps me out. Oh, I love your wife. Okay. She helps me out all the time.
She's all right.
Oh, don't do her like that. Give her props. Shoelius is here. Sneakerhead Poppy. Yeah.
Yeah, all the people in this chat are great people.
Yes.
Especially my wife. Shout out to my wife.
I was gonna say, yeah. Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, for me, that Black and Infrared 6 when I was in 4th grade, that kind of took me to another. The first shoe. Those. You said you what?
I need those. Back in my life. Yeah.
What happened to them?
I never got them.
Oh, okay.
I told you I was a late bloomer. I picked up whenever I picked up.
Well, girls came out in 14 and 19. I figured you might.
I didn't. Listen, hey, when I was, my money wasn't about getting shoes at that point in time. So now we're in a different part of life. I'm like, let me get everything.
Yeah. And let me shout out Key QC. I never say her name right. I would just say Key QC Key
Keandria Quickie Cutie. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I didn't know I was
cool with her enough to say Keandra, but that is
right. Yeah.
She all about the reach backs. We talked about that.
She had a pair of 15s that I was like, I need those. Like I was like, I need those. Yeah. She has a pretty nice collection.
the Instagram name right. Is I know QC is Queen City. I know that's Charlotte. So that's my bad, Key.
That's where we at. That's okay.
You know that the reachbacks thing, because I had already done one episode called that, because them reachbacks is great. So you know, something she, kind of is
Yep.
big about, and I'm big about that too. So you got to reach back and get them sixes. I can help you do it.
Hey, well, let's talk about it. I mean, it just depends on that price. Your wife can help me do it too. She definitely has been assisting me with that whole eBay piece. But listen, between you and Julius, y'all are going to get me in plenty of trouble because he's real good with that too. Y'all trouble.
Great people, all great people.
Yeah, of course, but y'all are trouble. Hey, Passion.
All right, deal. Her, we got some people in. What's up, Justin? 87. All right, so the Concord is kind of what got you, in it, in it. So going back to those early days, because that period of time, 2011, 12, especially 2013, were kind of ill for sneakers. There was a lot of stuff coming out. That was when the camp outs was real, the line, you know what I mean? I was a store manager during those times, running a lot of those releases. So a lot of this gray.
Listen,
from
my
that.
guy Adrian. I don't know if you know the people here in Charlotte, but my guy Adrian at the House of Hoops. I think he retired now, but that was my guy. Y'all listen. Adrian in South Park, that was my guy. Yes.
Yeah, I don't really, I know a few people here, but I'm still trying to, get into the North Carolina sneaker scene. I don't feel like I'm a part of it yet. So, you're
doing your thing. You're doing your thing.
I appreciate that. But
yeah.
With that period of time being what it was, during that time, where were you mainly getting your shoes from?
So I had a connect who worked at Foot Action in Greensboro and Backdoor. That was how I was getting my shoes. So I can't even be mad at some of the backdoor that's taking place because like my South Beach LeBrons. What else did I get? I was trying to get the Galaxy phones, but at that time they didn't drop the phones in a 7. I think the smallest size they were putting in the store was like an 8 or 8.5. But yeah, he was my connect on things that I could not get my hands on. That was my go-to. Like if I called him like, hey, and he'd be like, yeah, all right, you got to meet me here because he did stock. Yeah. So yeah.
As much as me and my wife dislike a lot of the things resellers do, we had a dude actually in Charlotte at Soul Station who used to look out for us, who he had recognized me from Facebook. First time we came in, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
it
went over to
the good ones
now. So, it's kind of sad losing, that person, because he has a new store and everything is like $1,000. I can't really get.
Yeah. I think it's down the street from us, but he also has, if I'm not mistaken, he opened one in Houston too. Because I remember when he was working with somebody else. Huh?
You talking about Legacy CLT?
I think that's what it's called. Maybe I don't know the names. I know Soul Station, but I didn't know he changed. I didn't know he has a different store. But I remember Soul Station that was over there in University.
Yeah. He used to hit him up, and he's a cool dude. Definitely looked out. But the new spot is a little different in the culture. So
that's a high end.
You know what I'm saying? So, but my point of bringing that up is, I know how valuable those people are, because in Cleveland, I used to be, one of those dudes, where I wasn't doing stock, but, if we was cool and you messed with my store, if you slid me a little bit, you was going to get them. You know what I'm saying? So, because people used to think I was happy about the shoes, and it's like, yeah, I'm happy about the shoes, but I'm happy because I'm going to make so much money. My parents going to be free. And so,
Yeah, I mean, they always do. I would always slide a little something, but it was mainly breakfast. They knew they were going to get breakfast out of me because it was a McDonald's across the street, and I would buy the whole team breakfast. So that's what I did. That was my thank you.
You gotta look out for those people, because like, I ain't got to do this.
Yeah, trust me, I know.
Regardless, you know what I'm saying? So
that was my spot up until they stopped doing the raffles. They were my go-to. They would see us in the line, they'd be like, oh yeah, and I'm like, yes, thank you kindly, because we were getting it was not just one pair of shoes, it was two at recent times. So it was hard getting the men and the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's how I used to do it. Like, man, you get one man and one kids. You can't get more. Now, if I call
Right.
you this evening and we still got pairs sitting, you can get whatever you want.
Yeah. Which
But
is rare.
those times, it was rare. I did have to make that call. It's funny that they're popular now, but like when the Oreo 5 came out, Black Friday at 13, I couldn't get them bitches away. Them Oreo apparel that went with it. Because all the
Listen, I
apparel
remember. I
Oreo.
remember that. Listen, that those shoes, those and the brands were the funniest because that's why I didn't trust eBay. So I don't know if you remember when people were like buying their shoes off eBay and they were mailing them like packs of Oreos because they didn't they didn't read the description. But when they dropped recently, I was like, I'm not interested. I don't know. They don't look the same to me. They're trying. I guess that's why they changed the name, but it had more speckle in it. Like it had more speckle of white. It gave me that milk and cookie look, and this new one doesn't. It's ugly.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be guilty, like with Jordan 6s, because it's a 6, and that's the shoe that really was the first shoe I ever wanted. Even if it's kind of a bullshit colorway, I'll still give it a look like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, I had bought those black and electric green ones just on the humble. We were actually on our way to Charlotte to Concord. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to see if I win. And I actually won. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, it's probably because they had a lot of them. But, you know.
They didn't. They really didn't. They really didn't.
You know, back in the day, that would have been the hood. The whole hood would have had that. The pre-pandemic, you know.
Yeah.
So.
But I feel they did y'all wrong with those because, see, Bae, she got a pair in men. So she wears a 9 in men. So she got a pair in men, but I got my kids. And so I was like, oh, our shoes glow in the dark. And then we went in the closet and I was like, oh, your shoes don't glow in the dark. I'm sorry. So, you know, yeah. But they did, if I'm not mistaken, they did back in the day, right? Both pairs glowed in the dark, right? The men had the glow in the dark bottom as well, if I'm not mistaken. When they first came out, the electric greens, right? Huh?
It was an Oregon sample. It never came out before.
Oh, you're talking about a totally different shoe. You see where I was at? I was talking about the electric green 6s. You was talking, what you mean? Those never came out?
They were Oregon samples. Never came out back in the day.
Oh, teach me something then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I could have swore they came out back. I could have swore they had them.
Yeah, I mean they there was an Oregon sample with an O on the side, but yeah, but you know they've had like the Green Glow 4 was supposed to glow originally, like the sample, but I ended up not buying the real thing when it came out because it was so far from the sample. The sample I saw looked more like a Cause 4, but it was a Green Glow.
I mean, that's how I felt about the electric orange ones that came out. So I don't know if you remember what it originally looked like. And that's what I wanted. So I was like, all right, I think the UK was supposed to get the original version of those electric orange ones. And then when they came out, they decided they're not going to move forward with that orange. I think it was either orange on the back or black on the back. And I can't get my hands, and I can't get my hands on them. And I'm a little salty. I want them now, but I'm not paying for them.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Feel it.
Yeah.
Let me shout out. What's up, Swoosh 2308. Was Julius saying I'll take a pack of Oreos over those 5s. Got to be a family pack though. Feel it. I feel it. You know. Oh man. All right. Well, where's your go-to place to get shoes now?
Ooh, In Clothing. Even though they burnt me once, In Clothing that's my spot. And Asphalt God, BSTN, Louis Varoma, anywhere that pops up on the list on Instagram. I mean, not Instagram, but Twitter. I don't fool with sneakers. I literally feel like I'm throwing noodles at the wall trying to get it to stick with sneakers. So I don't even play with sneakers. They're disrespectful. I've been pretty lucky walking into Jimmy Jazz in Gastonia after they do their raffles. They have a lot of leftovers too. So it just really depends. But In Clothing is my go-to.
Yeah, I remember that situation with the 14s, man. That shit was crazy, man. Because I was like, man, why is it the same Delta? You know what I mean?
Listen, your wife saved my life. Even though they melt. Oh, man, Oh,
We'll have to
it
talk
hurt.
about that. I know it's
Yeah,
real.
that one. Yeah, we're gonna go into that one.
Oh man. All right. Well, it's cool. We'll leave that there. And clothing is pretty good. I mean, the Converse thing. Like, I found a lot of Converse over there that
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
on Converse.com. Like, I couldn't get directly from the company. They still had them over there. A lot of times on sale, so it ended up
yeah,
working out. So,
yeah,
um, but okay, yeah, End is a good place, and the import duties usually are paid. Usually doesn't take
yeah.
that long.
Yes, but don't need to return them because if you return them, it's over. It's might as well you keep your shoe and resell it somewhere. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. My wife talking
Your
about
wife, she
elaborate.
wants me to elaborate. We're gonna let them know. Don't worry, V. I'm gonna let them know in just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, all right. Now we got kind of some origins out the way. So with current day, when you're thinking of buying a sneaker, what influences you pulling the trigger? Like, for me, it's nostalgia. I'm getting a little older, so I'll be wanting to relive the 80s and the 90s that I remember.
Right.
So what, influences you from getting the shoe, or
Yeah. It's a mixture, really. Nostalgia, yes, because I want to say a lot of times I kind of do that whole first Will Smith and Fresh Prince when he did his sneaker thing, or Martin when he did his. It was like watching that on TV. You couldn't get that, right? So I couldn't get it. Some people could. I couldn't get it in my household. But being able to like see those shoes come back around, it's like, oh, I need this. Like for instance, when what is it? The Great Fives came out, and then what was it? The Reverse Fresh Prince came out, and all. I was like, I need those. The Fire Red Fives. I remember that episode when he had it on with the jumper and the, you know, those. That's what it meant. But honestly, when I buy a shoe, and Julius, don't you say anything in these comments because I know he's about to go off. But when I buy a shoe, it's really because of the box. I'm not even gonna lie. I love a pretty. I love a pretty box of paper. I love colors. I love box of papers though, but and anything platform. I'm not short, but I'm not tall. And I don't like people standing over me. So I like to get as tall as I can in sneakers without putting on heels. So yeah, it's the box for me though. I love boxes.
now I'm not gonna lie. Like, all right, when the Black Cat 4 came out last year, I didn't really want the shoes because I still have my old pair of Black Cat 4s, but I really wanted the box.
Yeah.
Early in 2006, so I wasn't able to get the box. So I had like a generic Jordan box. It's like the box they came in anyway, but that new box, like for instance, I like them doing stuff like
Yeah.
this, just a
Don't,
little.
ooh, I didn't get those. I didn't. It came out in
Oh,
September. I'm not allowed to buy any shoes for September. And when I tell you I've missed out on a whole bunch of stuff, I'm hurt. Big hurt. But yeah, it's the
okay.
boxes.
Let me shout out my boy Keith, the kicker. What's up, man? Welcome in. Another box. I guess since I'm in here, I'll show some. Sorry about that.
Don't tear it
But
up.
this box, I love this box.
So
I have
which one is that? The tens? Is that what's in that one? The
this is the Oregon fives in this one, but they put it in random boxes.
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna say she had. So I don't. Okay, so as you know, right? Because you worked in the sneaker store, kids don't get that. Yeah, that's the red ones. But yeah, kids don't get that, right? So I had to now start buying men's size so I could get the cool box because I was mad because I was like, why they keep giving us these janky boxes and these stupid stickers? I want pretty boxes and no stickers. I want the cards back that came with the OGs on them. I miss those.
yeah, I got a few of those in here. Here's a couple. I got a couple here. Just
Yeah, I have the Space Jam one. That's my yeah.
so.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, y'all pay so much less. I mean, if I could pay a grade school price, I wouldn't even care about the boxes, man.
I mean, yeah, but you know what? The boxes, it just makes the closet look so much better.
Nah,
Everything is black with a gold little jump in. I don't want to see it. Let me have fun with my box.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm capped. I really like the boxes. I ain't even gonna.
See?
When I get a shoe online, I get a reach back and it ain't got the box. It's cool, but it's not. You know what I mean? So I'm with you. I'm with you.
That's how I feel at the Nike clearance store. That one hurts. Especially when they like they rip the box in front of you. I'm like, hey, you pulled it from the back of the box. Let me get that top real quick. And they just be like, nope.
Hey,
Yeah.
I with that at Converse, earlier a girl bought some Run Star hikes and she's like, "Y'all ain't got the whole box," and I'm like, "Nah, we
It's
ain't got
on
the
the
whole."
back. What you want?
You know. Now, if she had asked differently, I might have looked in the back and be like, yeah, we might
Oh.
have the whole box, but you come with all that attitude. I get it, but you know,
Hey, I mean, you want something from me, right? So therefore, if you want something from me, let's act the court. I got you. I respect that.
yeah,
That's why I'm always nice to the store people.
nah, I got you. All right, so we've talked about influences, origins. So now,
Oh, this light is about to blind me. Good Lord.
huh?
Go ahead. My light, I had to change it. It was about to blind me. Go ahead.
So right now, what's your most? So you haven't bought any shoes this whole month.
Okay, so I did get a pair of shoes. I did get one pair, but that's because I raffled for it in August, and I won in I won in September. That's the one shoe I got, and that was my dunks, the chocolate milk dunks. So hold on, let me move my man's out the way. Give me just a moment. Let's pull them out. Ugh.
Social status joints.
Yeah, I mean these. So I don't. These meant a lot to me. This was like deeper than. It's deeper than the box, mind you. The box is absolutely fire, like deeper than the box. But it's really when I was younger, I participated in free lunch. Like that's through the summer. That's how we ate because it was a little different. But these shoes right here, man, it's it does something to me. I love them. And so I that's the one shoe I was able to pick up only because I raffled ahead of time. But I love them, and I was praying that the
August, since you
huh
raffled them. August.
right. That's what I was saying because but I have not purchased, and I'm telling you, I have literally watched shoes sit, and I'm like, oh my god, especially on end clothing,
Hey, wait a
especially on
minute.
end clothing.
These fours came out in August too.
No, did they?
They came out on August 28th.
Oh, well, then I probably was. There was probably it had to have been a reason why I didn't get them because we didn't even. She won her shoes when we were in Maryland. We weren't even in town. Did they come out in August?
August 28th.
Hmm.
It's all good.
Well, no, that's not all good because I want them. So I need to know why I didn't get them. Look, he said, y'all have no willpower. I'm working on it, Julius. I'm working on it. Don't do me.
Yeah, my wife said you're not trying for the strawberry milks.
I raffled. I'm not gonna lie. They haven't called or hit anybody, so I'm praying that they like say, "Hey, you won in September. I mean, in October." So then it's like, "Ooh, it's a given. It's mine. I'm going." Yes, I'm sorry. I have those. That's the two. I have to have that combination. It's a must.
I applaud you.
It's been hard.
I don't think that I've not bought a shoe in an entire month since. Um, yeah, I don't know if that's ever happened. So I.
That's what I'm. That's what I'm. It really is. I'm not. If you look at my favorites, right? So my favorites, I have about 80. I have 85 shoes sitting on in clothing. Okay. I have another 36 sitting on Louis Varoma, and I mean, wow. Look at
Yeah.
this. Where are you going?
Hold
Where are
on one
you going?
second. I had to move over to another part of the room.
Oh, I've been wanting to get to this side of your closet. Listen, I seen this. I don't know. I think you were on the phone. I think you were doing a live with same-ish different J's, and you kind of peeked that closet to the side, and I was like, oh, is that a whole nother room full of shoes and t-shirts?
Yeah.
Shoes and t-shirts. That's steep. I
Yeah.
love it.
It's sad is it's even more in other parts, and then if you count the wife, it's crazy. So
Listen, I told my friends today, my goal is to be the next. I want to be the female PJ Tucker. That's what I want. That's my goal. Like, if I could leave this earth and be known as the female version of PJ Tucker, I felt like I made it. I feel like I did it. I'm good. I did it.
art dealer, at least it's neat. God, I can hear my wife's voice. It's a whole bedroom.
Hey, I'm telling you, if we had the space, that's what we don't even have clothes in our closet. We have like little sections of clothes because it's shoes. It's wall for wall, floor for floor. It's shoes. It's all shoes. I love them.
Hey, if you want, again, I usually don't do this because I usually don't even here. Shoot, if you want, I can show you the garage is the worst part. So
I mean, no, so listen, this is the funny. So when we were coming back from DC, the weekend that those fours dropped, we purposely stopped at the outlet mall. And I was like, babe, if I walk in here and I see Shorty, I'm like, yo, why you keep hitting me up to be on your show and I don't ever get on your show? So she was like, so you just gonna run up on this man at his job? I was like, I'm gonna find out why. So we actually stopped at the outlet to go and see you, but you weren't at work. Maybe you weren't at work that day, or you probably got there later, but you weren't there. It was like right when the outlet opened that Sunday. So we headed to the Biscuitville to the right, and then we headed on home.
So this wasn't yesterday Sunday, but the Sunday before?
No, this was back in we went to the harbor the weekend that you said it came out on 28th, so we were coming home on that 29th. So we went to the harbor. Yeah, because I raffled for the shoes on the 30th. You're right, they did come out in August. You're right. That's Saturday. It was August 29th when we came through.
Yeah, I'm there on Sunday sometimes, but I usually, because I'm the visual manager, so I'm usually there just during the week.
Oh, okay.
Weekends, but usually, every other weekend I usually don't be there.
I understand. That's cool. I really was stopping by because I was like,
shoot, come on time. I'll be bored in there. You know what I mean? Just
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna lie. In Converse, so I love Converse, their chunky shoes. I love their Run Star Heights. I love that combat boot looking. I love anything that has platform, weird, funky, whatever. I like it. I'm buying it. Doesn't matter. I have so many pairs of Run Star Heights. I don't even wear them. And my mom's like, they're so chunky, and I'm like, I love them.
Gotcha. Let's see here. Let me look at
next
these.
Time, V, I'll do that.
Okay. Keandra, I had to break the final round. De La Soul for still. Feel it. She said, show us. So I guess I'm going to have to go out to the garage. Now, y'all got
let's get it. Come, let's have fun on this show. I mean, I do want to watch I want to watch my ratchetness, but I'm having a little fun. So you might
I know. I know about all right, shout out my boy J Star the Dreamer. You know what I'm saying? What's up, homie? All right, we'll go out here right quick before we.
Let's go. Come on, let's take a road trip. Look how you have it set up. That is crazy.
Yes.
Crazy.
Then it's more over there, but I got a little Nike table from back in the day.
Yeah.
But
and they talk about my room looks like a storage closet. Please. Y'all got me beat 10 times over.
So, again, y'all got to forgive me. These are, oh, man. Can't believe I'm going to show y'all this.
Let's get it.
My wife is going to be talking so much mess.
Oh. Please don't get him in trouble. He's just showing us his shoes, V.
That'd be cool. So, that is the Converse. That's just Converse.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
And all of these tall boxes are full of shoes too. Wow. This is more Converse. This is just cross trainers. You see some Griffies. And
yes, I see the Griffies up there. I see them.
These are loose Air Force Ones.
Wow.
These are a bag of Wade Converses. Loose Dunks and big Nikes.
Man. We were out. Listen, so before I got to talking to you, I was talking to your wife, and so we were talking about how you guys like just go on road trips. And so she was telling me, about the opportunity that you have because you actually work for Converse, which is Nike. You can go to the employee stores, and so she was telling me that I think you went to Tennessee, and she was like she was like the things that y'all found. Listen, that's gold. I'm telling you, like. Your collection, your wife's collection too, though. Like she got it, but your collection is gold. Like that's where I'm trying to be in life. Yeah,
I'll be honest. All jokes aside, it's ups and downs to it.
So what's the downside to it?
All right. So I'll be honest. The downside is um, you the amount of space that all of this takes up. I mean, having over 1,000 pairs is really, it can be nerve wracking. It can be overwhelming sometimes. You know what I'm
True.
saying? Yeah, that collection is over 20 years old. It's amazing. Keep it
Hey,
organized outside. Yeah. And again, people probably gonna look like, hey, that's how you keep some of your shoes, but the loose shoes,
I mean, there's
oh,
nothing you can do about that.
yeah, with the thrifting and shit like Plato's Closet, closeout stores.
I've never been successful. I'm trying to figure out what Plato's Closet do y'all go to? Because I've never been successful in there
Y'all got
ever.
the biggest one in Charlotte, the biggest one in the
Well,
world.
when y'all come to Charlotte, call me and we can head over together and maybe I might luck up with y'all because I've never been successful in Plato's Closet ever.
Yeah. Oof.
So we
I
got a
mean,
Buffalo Exchange, cheap Uptown cheapsteaks, all that. I've never. I know they've gotten successful off of me because I accidentally put some shoes in there. I didn't realize I put it in there, but I've never,
yeah.
ever.
Like, yeah, women's boundary can't pull in your car garage. So I park outside. It's actually where I had to move some boxes and stuff, but my wife could pull in. She wants to actually. I had to get on that, but yeah, it's the thing.
It's Buffalo. It's the same thing. It's almost like it's Uptown Tuesday. Buffalo Exchange is another one of those places. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm saying it wrong, but I'll share it with you. Just text me.
Like I found these at Uptown Cheapskate in Charlotte. I think they were like $52 because these came
How?
out when I was at Hibbett, but we only got one box of them, and I didn't buy them like a dummy. So
Hey, that's a reach back for real.
These I customized because I have a regular pair from when they came out, but I found these at Plato's Closet in Durham.
Those are
And
the denim ones, right?
yeah, and I just bleached
Okay.
them.
Okay. Hey, throw your twist on there. You know it's yours if somebody take it. Be like, I know they didn't make it like that.
Yeah. I found these recently at a Plato's Closet in Raleigh. So yeah,
I had a pair of those, and I had a funny story with those.
as many pairs of those as I've sold personally to people at different stores I've been managing at. I never owned a pair of all white mids myself. So I'm like, man, I might as well get them. They're only like $40. So I'm like, fuck it.
Might as
You know what I
well.
mean?
Yeah, no, I had a pair and I wanted them so bad. That was when I think I was my senior year in high school, and I wanted to match my boyfriend, but they were men. They didn't come out in kids, and I got them. I think I got them in a 7.5, and my toe was creasing. It was so ugly, and he was like, "Why did you get those?" And I was like, "Because I want to be like you when I grow up." It was, yeah, stupid, stupid.
Let me shout out to twin mother. You know what I'm
Happy
saying? Well,
belated birthday! It was her birthday.
yeah,
She has the same. Yeah, she has my mommy's birthday.
yeah. Let me shout out my sister, the Bunny Cage. She's in here. Hello, Jennifer. And
Oh,
to my boy No Limit Hunter, I met at Converse. Welcome. You know. But shoot, I done got off. I done showed y'all the garage with all the kicks. I done got off of my question track. I'm tripping.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. I got a Love and Hip Hop comes on at 8, so I only got 50.
You know what? I'm even listen. So when I was talking to Julius, he was like, "Listen, you're gonna have fun." He was like, "You're just gonna have fun. You're just gonna talk." He was like, "So chill and enjoy yourself." I was like, "All right, I'm gonna enjoy myself, but I need to watch my ratchetness." But honestly, I'll catch my ratchetness at 11. It'll come back on.
Nah, honestly, until the pandemic, me and my wife, we used to watch that shit like Hollywood, New York, Atlanta.
Atlanta's the best though.
Watched Miami, but it wasn't really. It just wasn't the same. Like I used to just watch for Amara Negro.
I love Sukiana in Miami. She is so. It's like, yo, you raw. What's wrong with you? Like, she is rough. I mean, it is fun.
But like,
she rough. She is raw.
I like Black Ink more than I like Love and Hip Hop. So I'm just saying.
I used to be into that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what is her name? What's the one that Seeds was talking to? Whatever her name is, the girl with the dread. She lives in I don't know if she still lives in Charlotte, but she lived in Charlotte.
Oh, Duchess?
Yeah, so she was, she was in Charlotte, and so I actually ran into her one day. I had to go do I think I was gonna go look at pocketbooks or something at TJ Maxx, and so I was like, "Can I take a picture?" She was like, "No, not really." And that moment, I was like, "Oh, that's how you feel?" And I'm looking like you look this bad on TV. Let me take this picture right now. Like, what's the difference? But
Crusty ass
yeah,
lip. Fuck.
yeah, okay. But she did not want, and that was at that moment. I was like, "Nah, I'm not even into it. Y'all can keep that. That's y'all."
Yeah, nah, it's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that kind of shit.
Yeah, no, I don't either. I mean, I'm not a groupie. I'm more of a groupie to like my sneaker people. If I see them and I'm like, or my friend, for instance, I just saw my friend the other day in Trader Joe's, and I was like screaming across the road, and she was like, "Girl, what the hell is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "Friend." That's when I'm happy. I'm happy to see people I actually know. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I gotta ask you next. What's a shoe that all your sneaker people you know love that you just don't fuck with?
Mm. Ooh. Give me a moment. Let me think about it. Cause I love funky shoes.
But it don't have to be a funky shoe. It could be a
Wait.
shoe. Oh,
Well, no,
go
that's
ahead.
what I'm saying. I like funky shoes, but I'm gonna say I hear a lot of y'all talk about y'all favorite shoe. I think most people their favorite shoes are the 11s, that silhouette, the Jordan 11s. I think that's what everyone talks about. I don't care for 11s. I don't like 11s, and I don't like fives. Like I do not care for fives or 11s. I don't like five. I don't. It's something about that reflective. I don't like them. I buy them. I just not Air Force. No, I love Forces. Those are like, especially the platform ones. Those are my favorite.
I'm gonna piggyback on Twin Mother for whatever
Wow.
hot as they were back in the day. Like I don't really fuck with mids. I have the pairs that I have,
Okay.
but like they'd have to be an astronomical colorway for me to buy a brand new pair of Air Force One mids. They couldn't be
Okay.
white, even though the wife did stop me from buying a pair. They had a bunch of all white mids. Maybe 2 visits ago, we went to Concord Mills, but
He said they look like orthopedic shoes.
yeah, I fuck with the lows and the highs, but the mids got to be a raw color.
I mean, so I don't. If I get Forces, they have one. I don't like anything mid. So I like high or I like low. Reason being is because I have fat ankles. Mids just make me feel like, when you squeeze the toothpaste, you got that little bulge at the top. That's how my ankles feel like they're doing that. I don't like them. It makes me look real weird. Don't care for them. I had one pair of high Air Force Ones, and that's kind of I tricked my mom. I joined the JV basketball team, and I told her I needed these. I think the high all black gun bottom Forces. It was my 11th grade year, and I was like, I need them to play basketball. She's like, you don't need these shoes. I was like, I need them, and so I got them, and then I quit because I got what I wanted out of them. But yeah, I don't. It's mainly lows or highs. That's kind of where I'm at.
All right. Now with the 11s, I'll just say that I understand what you mean because I feel like I'm one of the few people where I actually prefer the IE 11s over the regular ones.
Those I want the Concord ones to come back out. I want the
Yeah,
Concord. Those are my faves. I did not. Those came out in September, and I was not able to get them, but they are dropping on the GOAT. I do see the prices dropping, so it's a 50-50. Yeah.
like for instance, like I have my original pair from high school that because they just retroed last week
Yeah.
or the week before. But like, I love these shoes. Now this
That
is my
but
pair
the
of
original
11. They're still a little rough. I had the '03 pair, but I sold them before we moved from Cleveland. So I sold them to my one dude because I was like, man, they probably gonna separate. But I do. This pair is this is not even the right thing. Sorry, right quick. What the hell? I don't know where my shoes is at, y'all. Oh, they're right here.
It was staring at you right in your
Sorry.
face. Yes.
So
I don't have any of I don't have yes. She actually I think they re-released those not too long ago. That if I'm not mistaken, not the box, but I believe that color came back out if I'm not mistaken because they got them. Yeah, she is like you and Julius. Her and Julius they talk a lot too. She played basketball, so she has a different love for sneakers than I did. So it was different, but yeah, I like
Shorty,
those.
Shorty be on here like, yeah, I still have my pair from 1936.
You
That's all
know.
right.
He
Julius,
said
everything.
1936, straight up.
Julius got a brand new, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is brand new. He have an OG pair from the 90s. It'll be brand new with the purple tip
He's
still.
another one. Talking to him, he's another one. Talking to him. Yeah.
Yeah, but the young lady you was talking about, that you said you want her, what's her name?
Look, what we saying? Bring it back. Young lady.
You know, it was a girl that you and Julius was cool with, that she got shoes like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about that's my girlfriend.
Oh, you're talking about your girl. Okay.
Yeah, my girl got shoes. That's part of her and Julius. I started talking to Julius off of some beetroots. I wanted the overbreak beetroots, and he was like, "Oh, you want these? Like, they're sitting overseas." And I'm real sketch. He's the reason why I shop overseas anyway. So I'm real sketch about the shopping overseas. And I hit the button, and then when I got there, I was like, "This is so weird." So I was like, So I asked my girlfriend. I was like, "Babe, are these real? Like, is this a real site?" She's like, "Girl, yes, I see these all the time on Twitter." And she went and showed me how I could look up, legit sites or whatever. But yeah, her and Julius talk more than Julius and I talk, but her and Julius talk more sneakers than I, because he says I go all over the place, and he has to bring me back in. He can't stand it. He said I drive him crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay's kicks and V Weather's HR. There needs to be a part 2 with Julius. Yeah.
Yes. I actually watched that to find out how I wanted to handle this conversation today. I was ready. I had my notes and everything. And you went you went the other way from me, but that's cool. That's all right. I'm going to wing it.
Well, how did I go the other way?
I mean, you asked the same questions, but he had different stories, because he was actually talking about not the hype sneakers, like not what we normally see, like the OGs or the Jordans. He was talking about other sneakers. Like, I think you were talking about a pair of, he was talking about some Jason Kids that's supposed to come out next year. You were talking about some shoe that you want, the 90, some Air Max. What were they? I tried to go look them up, and I actually wrote it down. I forgot. I have my notes prepared.
Yeah, they're on the way. The Air Max 96 Part 2.
Right. I was going to go look them up because I was ready to, I was ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people who have declined, like, yeah, I just can't go live and I don't have enough shoes or whatever. And I'm like, man, it ain't about enough. It's about, about our experience.
Conversating.
Like, the adult of me already knows there's no way I need all of this shit. Half the time I can't even believe that all this shit is even mine. But,
Me too.
It's just a love, and, people just be, funny about this shit sometimes. So I appreciate you for being on here.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Go get you some water. Please. Do not be, I know what it is. That's that box dust that got you. It went right through the bag. I know about that. See? I'm telling you, I already know. I have a tower of sneakers. I've been choked up behind my shoes before. You whipped that one out too fast and it got right to the bag.
Man,
Told you.
You gotta chill. I'm gonna just come in here and wear it safe.
Okay. I didn't mean to call you out about that. I know about that though. Like, these shoe boxes, they hold so much dust. It's ridiculous.
Okay. All right. So, all right. You just told me the shoe that you just don't fuck with. You're talking about the Air Force or what shoe was it?
See, I never told you that. I said I don't like 11s. That's not my. I mean, I'll buy them, but that's not my shoe. That's not my 12s are my go-to. Like, those are my favorites. 12s. That's where I'm gonna go.
See, I'm not a huge. I mean, I own all the pairs that I feel like a person should own, but I don't really ever really wear them. Like the hood dudes have ruined 12s for me. Like,
okay, Julius Jr. He's the same way.
It's like fucking black and yellow 12s last summer, man. Like,
I haven't even worn mine.
Everywhere, man. The fucking Willie Stargell Pittsburgh Pirates jersey was
everywhere.
Yeah. And again, I just feel like I have a different attitude about it than a lot of people just selling the shoes. Like, certain colorways, like the Master 12, and people get offended when I say it, but every year there's a tax time Jordan. It's always one. And that tax that tax, not the taxi, the Master 12, 2016. That was like the greatest tax time Jordan of all time. Because I remember going into that release like, it's a black Jordan, so, a couple dudes would buy it because it's black, but it was like 80 people outside the store. What I'm
I
saying?
was one of them, but I wasn't using tax money. That
Hey,
was me.
I've spent tax money on
But I
Jay's.
was right. But I mean, I do this. But like, you know how people be like, I don't do this only at tax time. I do this. I do this regularly. Like this is me. But yeah,
If you was a
I
tax
have
time,
them in the closet.
wouldn't be on the show, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You wouldn't be here.
that's true.
You can tell who's in it. Who is it? Shout out Big Homie Kicks 80 and Scoop Hendricks.
That's my son.
Yeah.
Hey, Justin.
What's up, Mall Liquor Poppy? He said, let's see, Coach J's Kicks. Do either of y'all own promos or samples?
I don't.
Do you?
I wish.
I have some.
I'm trying to be like y'all. Teach me.
I got a bunch.
I'm trying to take a class.
But if I counted all the promo samples, PEs, and what else? Yeah, it probably around 15 or 20, which I know that's nothing to some people, but
I have none. I have none.
Being in Northeast Ohio, I'll just say LeBron's are, even the promo samples, friends and family, if you look around hard enough, that stuff is just there. But, I've got Kobe's that was made for specific high schools. I've got floor sample Jordans, look-see samples. So, and this is all before I was a Nike employee. This was just luck a lot of times.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, I've seen it.
Right. Like, one of my greatest thrifting finds was I found some Gloria Air Zoom Generations. I found these at a Goodwill, and they were like her size, made for her. They were only like literally a couple dollars. They were like $4 or $5, and I ended up, I had them for a long time, but I sold them for like $400. You know what I mean? Like,
how did you? Really, I guess what kind of like blows me is that people who just let this out their house, like, how did you just drop this off at Goodwill? You just it's like, how did you not look this shoe up and just let it go?
Well, I'll just say this. Now, keep in mind that I lived in Cleveland my whole life until last August. So I've been down here for a year. I came up on a lot of older LeBron stuff like that in that time that he was with the Heat. Because, most people in Cleveland hated LeBron when he left.
Yeah.
Like, I found
that.
multiple, like, not game worn, but like, I'm in the jersey, so I can tell the difference between an authentic you can buy at the store and a game jersey that was made
like
for the player.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've come up on both authentics and game jerseys that were LeBron's at thrift stores for, less than $10.
Crazy.
So, a lot of times, people just don't know what they have. Like, and that's something that I take advantage of people online, because people, like, I got the Jordan 12 PSNY, the olive color that came out in Paris. Somebody had it as an ID. And when I got it, it was a CFM sales sample with the tag and the box with the, there's no label on the box. It's ripped. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I found that.
yeah. People be wild, man. They don't be knowing what they have. But, what's the shoe that you have that you need to undead stop?
Everything I purchased since COVID. I don't wear my sneakers. Just about every shoe I'm trying. So let's see. I got some 12s. I probably need to wear my hairs. I haven't worn the hair 6s. I have a couple. I have some off-white. What is it? It's the one with the spikies at the bottom. And I was telling Shuli it's the reason why I don't want to wear it is because I feel like I'm falling over. And he was like, clip that stuff off. He watched a YouTube video about it, but
Don't try to drive in them bitches, because I have them.
Is it bad?
Vianta got mad at me because we went to Raleigh, so it's like an hour away from here. And I'll give her props right quick. My wife is a better driver than me. She has the better car. You know what I mean? So we usually drives or whatever, but I was like, I'm gonna drive today because y'all never drive. And I couldn't feel the bottom of my foot in the shoe. You know what I mean? So I couldn't park. She was.
Oh no! Oh my god!
I was like, maybe I have to drive back,
I put
man.
them on and I just be feeling like I'm doing this right here, and I'm like, oh,
They was cool to walk in, but don't try to drive in them if you're gonna drive in a long
I
distance.
stood
Like,
in,
yeah,
I stood in the living room. My girlfriend, she wore hers because she had the color I want. She had the yellow with the blue one. That one, she had that one, but her bottom was kept squishing. It looked weird. I was like, why does your phone look like that? But I haven't worn those.
yeah. Like I said, it was cool to walk in, but if I ain't gonna say
Don't
if
drive.
when I wear them again, I'll be a passenger, and
Oh,
you know my
makes
lovely
sense.
wife driving.
I mean, safety first.
Yeah. I couldn't
Safety.
feel. I can't feel the bottom. It was like halfway through the drive. I'm like, I can't feel the bottom of my foot to brake
That's
or, you know what I
wow.
mean? It was crazy.
That's
Okay,
wow.
but I did have that story I wanted to share.
Hey, I mean, I'm pretty sure we could go for days with stories, especially with your collection. I'm pretty sure you got it. But yeah, no, I trust me. I know. You know what? I'm gonna say I take it back. The one shoe I should undead stock should be the Indigo 12s because that is a pretty interesting story. But we'll say that because I have something for that. So that the Indigo 12s, I should I should undead stock those.
I don't understand. Like, all right, now I'm gonna clarify with the 12. I
Time
understand.
I wear a size 7Y, twin mother, 7Y. Send me. I'm coming up your way soon. Send me what you got.
I don't know. I don't think y'all wear the same size,
Oh
but I can't.
no.
But I love 12s. But the only 12 I would buy over again is the Taxi. It's the only one. That's my favorite 12. The white and red one is up there. The Obsidian is special to me because it was the 12 I had back then. I actually still have that pair. I think they're out in the garage from the 90s. But I just don't understand why they couldn't bring back the regular Obsidian and why they had to
Yeah,
change.
instead of the indigos, I got you on that. I felt that way about the reason why the indigos need to be undead stock is because when we got those shoes, we won for Carolina Place Mall. We went to go pick the shoe up, and I guess someone had COVID, so they closed the whole store down. So my girlfriend is getting mad because I'm real big on my shoes, but she's real big on her shoes. Okay, like she's real. Like don't tell her she's gonna win it, and then you tell her she can't get it because she loses her mind. So I'm like, oh, I don't want my Saturday to be ruined. Let me figure out what I could do. So I called Foot Locker customer service, got to the GM of the East Coast, and I was just like fussing. I was like, these are our shoes that we need for our save the dates, and I need to hurry up and whatever, and gave him this real long story, and we end up getting them. Like he called us, he was like, give me 30 minutes to an hour. I got you. And he called back and he's like, when you take the pictures and you save the dates, send them over. I was like, oh, okay. Like we weren't planning on it. We don't even have a date. Like it was just really to get the shoe, but they weren't able to sell us the shoe because the store had closed down. It was a mess. So yeah. That's why those need to be worn because if I needed them that bad, I should wear it.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Okay. Now, there a shoe you have that you won't undead stock? Like it's gonna be dead.
Probably
Never.
my Union LAs. Huh? Which one?
You're not gonna wear those?
No. I don't like threes.
You don't what?
Did you just throw something? I'm not.
Yeah, I threw something. What do you mean? You said you don't like what?
Wait, are these threes? What are they? They're fours. My bad.
Fours.
Whatever. I don't even like those either. I have a couple pair. I'm sorry. No. I want the guava ones too, but I'm not gonna wear them. I just really like the box. Do you see this box? Like,
yeah, with Jordan's hands. I'm familiar.
yo, this box it's and then it's my favorite color. I like, come on, let's talk about this.
Do y'all hear this?
You really want?
Gonna wear them.
I'm not gonna wear them. I would never put these on. No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't even want that color, but that's such a nice shoe. You can do so many things with it. But you know, I ain't gonna hate. It's cool. Because I'll tell you this. When we moved down here, we had movers move.
Uh-huh.
And just being realistic, I'm like, I got all these shoes. I know all of them. Some of them are going to get damaged because some of them are older, which did happen. And I knew that some of them were going to get stolen. Now, fortunately, out of all the pairs I have, only about 10 pair got stolen. And 6 of them were just, like, whoever stole them, like, they were into Vapor Maxes because they stole a lot of my Vapor Maxes.
But those are nice, though.
Yeah, but I just really didn't care about them. Like, they stole my Blue Tuned Airs, the Air Max Plus, the OG colorway. So I was tripping about that.
I would.
They stole my my Concords, the 2018 pair, but they took the pair I wear and not the dead stock pair. So I'm never gonna wear that pair that I still have until I get another gently used pair that's not that yellow. That'll be like the pair that I had.
I can respect that.
It's certain
I can
shoes
respect it.
I've always got to have around me, either in new or next to new condition. The Black Infrared 6 is like that. The Black and Red 4 is like that. The Concord 11, the Bordeaux 7. Some of these shoes, like, every time they come out, I'm going to get them, no matter how many pairs.
I mean,
Like, I've
yeah.
probably got I've got at least 6 pairs of Black and Red 6s between the last few releases. I'm not trying to, brag.
Nice.
Certain shoes I love that much where it's like I decided to be an adult and not buy the Air Max BW that had just came out, the black and purple one, because that's the first pair I ever had. And every time it's came out, I've gotten it. But it'd be certain pairs I gotta have around dead stop, so in case something happens, I can just
They're ready to go. I got
yeah.
you. I don't have. I think I only have. I think the only shoe I have like that are my Seaman 4s. I think that's the only ones that I have like that. And honestly, I didn't even want them. They was like, you need these. And I was like, I already have a pair. And she was like, but those are cracking. I was like, whatever. Like, you buying them, have at it. But I'm not buying them. But I will repurchase the military 4s until I saw that they're not doing military 4s. They're doing military blacks. And I'm not happy about that. Because I just wanted the military 4s back. I don't know why they're changing them to black.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like,
yeah, like they could have just came out with both of them, just at different times. You know what I mean? Because that black, it looks like a color that could have came out in 1989. Like, it probably is just a sample they just didn't come out with. But I need that military blue just because it's odd. Like, that, I had the '06 pair, and the wings cracked during the move. And my Fire Reds, though, they just came back out with those, so I was able to get the newer pair. Thanks again to my wife. But those 2 pairs, the wings broke off. You can't wear the 4s without the wings.
Of course not.
So
it's gonna look weird. They're gonna look like bolos. Hey, Ty, that's my friend. I think he's asking you what size shoe you wear.
I'm anything from 11 through 12. If it's Converse, I can go down to a 10, 10 and a half.
That's his size. I think. Oh, he got some stuff in his closet too. He's kind of like you too. He likes to say he doesn't have any shoes, but he's kind of like that too.
We all say that.
Yeah, you will never be able to say that ever.
I don't really know how many pairs it is. I know it's over. Yes. Like, I did a collection post on Nike Talk in 2008, and I had 653 then. So I know that it has
grown.
It's grown since. That was the only time I ever counted my shoes. So since I'm off tomorrow, I considered doing it, but I want to enjoy my day. So.
I was gonna say that seems like a 2-day trip. That seems like 2-3 days, especially the boxes. Or do you already know how many you have in the box? Is that what that is?
I don't know anything.
I'm gonna need you to do inventory. I just read an article about inventory.
I'll be honest. I know certain collections. I know how many it is of certain collections in the collection. Like,
right.
I know that I have, as of right now, I have 142 pairs of LeBrons. I have 78 Kobe's. I have 37 KDs.
Wow.
So certain, my Air Max collection is probably around 120. So
what's your favorite Air Max? I think you said Air Max Plus, but is that your favorite? Which one is of the Air Max, which one is your favorite?
The 98.
Really? I like the 1.
Right. Everybody loves it. And the 95 is right up there with it, but the 97, all I care about is the silver bullet. I like the ones.
I don't like, I mean, I like the other ones. I like the ones though. Like a shoe that I have, and Goat constantly sends me a message, hey, the price drop. And I'm like, that is not low enough. Keep going. Is it the Aunt Susans or the Mr. Susans or whatever the Susans are called, whatever they're called.
Oh, from the movie or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're $545 in a size 7. I'm not paying that. I'm not paying $545 for Air Maxes.
I'm gonna be honest with you. With certain silhouettes, I only original colors. Now, I have a lot of Air Max 1s. The last time I counted them, I had 18. But if I had to let all of them go, like the white and red and the white and blue, like those are the only ones that, you got
a hug tight.
Yeah, the Atmos with the cement print on them. Those are probably the 3 where I'm like, yeah, you can have the rest of it, but I'm keeping those.
I need those. Those are also on my wish list. Yes, I want that. And I love animal print everything anyway.
Yeah, Coach J's kick. Shit, what size are you? I'm 11 through 12. My boy Skip, true shoe guy since the Shaker Heights High School and before. Well, I appreciate that, sir. My boy Keith, Missing Link or Susan, that's what they're called.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I need those in my. I've been trying. I want those. Like when I say I want those shoes, those are like, they're not my grail, but they are definitely they're at the top.
See, most of the Air Maxes I want are so old now that they either haven't been retroed or they're so old that if I got my hands on them, they would just crumble. Like, I'd love to have the Amsterdam Air Max 1s. But they're from 2004.
How do they look? Huh? I don't even have my... See, there you go, calling out now. I don't know what they look like. Pull up something. What are they?
They're like maroon and blue. They're like an $8,000 Air Max 1. Something I'll never get.
Not even looking at them. Oh.
Yeah.
Not even... 8,000. Good Lord.
Yeah. And I dedicated my whole collection because of you. See, I was just thinking.
Aww.
I appreciate that, Skip. That means a lot, man. Thank you.
Oh
man. But yeah, so yeah, I just certain collections I do know the numbers.
Bet. That's how you nice with it.
Days, but George.
I mean,
go ahead.
So I guess as I'm getting older, oof, did I say that out loud? Okay.
That's how you are. I'll tell y'all how old I am too.
I'll be 37 October 26th. Yes. I'm not a baby. I'm up there. Can't you see the grays? It's happening. Your grays are totally different. Yours probably came from all the shoes releases and all that stuff. This is strictly just old age.
Nah. I'm 40. I'll be 41 in a couple months in December.
Okay. What are you, Sagittarius or a Capricorn?
Sagittarius.
Oh.
Is that a bad thing? I don't really know about what the signs, what they do or whatever.
I mean, they're fun. They're fun. They are fun and pretty honest. They will tell you straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Grails, the Warhawks.
Yeah,
the Warhawks.
Scorpio. He's day 2 Scorpio. Yeah.
Yeah. My boy Keith. Is there a limit for the price you'll pay for a shoe? What's your limit before we go into the last round of questions?
So it used, if my pocket can afford it, I will go grab it. Where I got burnt with that is when the Clot Air Max 1s came out and they were released overseas. And I really, really wanted them. So when I say I think about shoes all day, I think about shoes all day. So at work on my Lotus notes, I have a list of shoes that I just do a check off. Like, I'm going to get these in the next whatever. Like, that's my vision board, right? But I was like, I got to get those. Like, I've never seen them, didn't know anything about them. Found out they're releasing again. I think I saw them when DJ Khaled he got a pair first. I was like, I need those. I told my girlfriend, I was like, babe, I need these shoes. She was like, well, babe, the price is kind of dropping. Go ahead and grab them while they $320. I paid $320. They got to me that Friday. On that Friday, Nike put in sneakers app that they're releasing. Those shoes have not gone over 180 in a size 7. So I was hurt. So when it comes to a shoe, I have to really like think about it. But honestly, when I graduate with my master's, my two shoes possibly, like people buy cars and bags, it's either going to be the Fearless Melodies or it's going to be the Chunky Dunkies. I mean, and I don't want the Chunky Dunkies in a box. I want the Chunky Dunky, the specialty package. I need, if I'm paying that price, I want the shebang. And I'm kind of nervous because people sell so many reps. I'm like, please don't stick me for my coins. Like that will break my heart. I would be devastated.
Yeah, those Fearless Melodies are nice.
They
I know
are.
I have that special Chunky Dunky box with like the ice cream or whatnot. So yeah, yeah, for sure.
Did
For
you say
sure.
you have that? Did you say you have
No,
those? Oh, I was
no.
about to say what? I
Now
want them.
I have a lot of. I almost have a Dunks are the shoe that I have the most of one specific like silhouette. You know, I have more Dunks than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
But out of all the Dunks I have, I only have one newer pair. The first Ugly Dunklins, the veneers, the blue and I mean not blue, the green and purple and brown.
I want those.
Yeah, those are the only.
He said buy the ice cream and save that money. I want them. I like the turduckens. I think that's what they were called. They came out around Thanksgiving. I want that specialty, but I like, again, I'm into boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah. And it's rare that you're going to find it. So, I mean, that's what I love those. Yeah.
I wanted those turduckens because they reminded me of a dunk from like when I was buying them a lot, like 2004, 5, 6.
It was the different materials on it, the textures and stuff.
Back when they used to have Air Force One and Dunk premiums. You know what I'm saying? They kind of remind me of back then, you know.
Yep.
But all right.
And that blew me too. What Dunks are going through, like I'm like, what? I remember Nike had sent me like 3 pairs of court Dunks. Like I still have them. I have one pair. I got rid of the other pair, and the one I sent back because I'm big on boxes, and they smashed my box, and I was like, unacceptable. Like now I can't. My daughter's like, can you give me some Dunks? I'm like, girl, do you know? Like what? It's it's a struggle.
Yeah, I'm fortunate. Like our son, like he has sneakers, but he wants to look nice, but he's not into it like me or his mom. You know what I mean? Like
in due time, he'll catch on.
I don't know. Like I was already up to here in the shoe game by the time of his age. You know, he's 13. Like I was already asking my parents for sneakers by the time I was his age. He's more of a gamer.
This is different. That's what I was gonna say. It's different. Like my daughter's into sneakers, but Roblox, she'll take. Can I get some Robux? I'm like, so you want Robux or sneakers? Because you can't have both. Because she doesn't want cheap Robux, like $20. She's like, can I get $100 card? And I'm like, what? Like, yeah. So I mean, she wants a gaming chair. She wants. I mean, I already understand. I'm like, you can't have all that. I don't know where you think I work at, but it ain't happening. So yeah.
Like he pulled. I don't know where he pulled this from. Last Christmas, he asked for the infrared 6s, and we found him a really good, you know, pair from 2014.
Nice.
You know, but you know, he's probably worn those things 2 or 3 times since.
He knows the value. He's paying attention. Trust me.
But he's so close to me in shoe size now.
Oh.
I'm already plotting on shoes he has. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take them. So I'm waiting for him to get to like the 13. You know, hopefully he'll jump from 11 and a half right to 13. And
wow.
You know,
so you can have that. It's different in our house. See, my daughter, she is a 6. She's a 6 in kids and a 7 in women, and so 6.5 in kid, whatever it is. She's a 7.5 in women, 6 in kids. There it is. So she's like, yeah, I can't wait to get to a size 7. I'm gonna get those. I was like, listen, you're not touching anything in my closet. And she's always like, I'm gonna get those from him. I'm like, you're not getting a thing, like nothing. And if you keep wishing for big feet, you're gonna skip right over. And if you get past my shoe, we're not buying 2 men's shoes in this house. You'll be wearing Skechers. Full stop. So
what works for me, and I shouldn't have done him like this, but what works for me is because he can fit some of my shoes now. He can definitely fit an 11, and my shoes go from 11 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, son, I got athlete's foot. You don't want athlete's foot. You don't want that, man. Your feet are sweating, stanking. You don't want that, man. And he's like, yeah, I don't want that. You know what I mean? So
don't do that, baby, like that.
Pair of all white Air Force One lows that I had since I was at Hibbett, and I never wore them. And he wanted some, and Nike was sold out for the time being.
Forever.
And I gave him some. He asked me, he was like, "You sure you didn't wear these?" I'm like, "No, man, I didn't wear them." He was like, "You sure?" I'm like,
"Oh
no,
man, why you scar?" Yes, your wife is right. You petty as fuck, for real. Why you scar him like that? Why did you do him like that? Yes.
I ain't at home all the time, so I don't want to come home and see him wearing some shit from 1996. Like, what the fuck? My dad did that to me once. My dad, he stayed at my house for a couple days, and he was like, let me get a pair of shoes. And I'm like, yeah, all right, just take him from this area here. And he went somewhere else, and he wore my original Pippen ones from 1997. By the time I got back home, the fucking air bubble was just gone. The panel on the bottom was gone. Like, got all these shoes in here. You pick a shoe. At the time, they were only 20 years old. This was a few years ago. I'm like, you pick a 20-year-old shoe that I don't even really wear. Or you walking around in it, so
like just willy-nilly, not even caring.
Huh?
Yeah, willy-nilly, not even caring. I know how it is. My mom does that. My mom.
Yeah.
My mom comes and gets my shoes. No, trust me. That's one of the things I hate about having so many pairs of shoes, because people be like, "Well, you're not using them," and I'm like, "Yeah, I am. I don't know when I'm going to use it, but please leave my shoe." Like the one shoe that I gave away because I didn't understand sneakers at that time were a pair of I think they're the Fire Red. I think they're the Fire Red 4s with Spike Lee on the side. Is that what they were? Is that the Fire Red 4s that had Spike Lee?
Yeah,
I had those.
Edition. Yeah.
I had those and I gave them away. I just gave them away, and every day I beat myself up behind it. My Citrus 7s can't see. I can't remember what I did with them. I want those to come out. I think you did a picture in them, and I think Quickie Cutie did a picture in them, but they will not put those out. And I'm like, you're putting out everything else but what I need right now. So
that was the hood nigga shoe for the summer of 2006.
I don't care. I want those in my life.
I don't think that I wore them because I was working for Foot Locker at the time on the side. It was my second job. I don't think I broke those out until damn near 2008 because every nigga in the world had the bitches. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, certain times, like, I want to pull out something because I'm from the era where Jordans, I mean, you was too. Jordans used to be special. Like, damn, yeah, days. You know what I mean? Or even if a nigga got a shoe that was more expensive, like the pennies was more expensive than the J's, the Barclays, the Griffies, whatever. Yes. Nigga, you come with that, it's like, oh, you couldn't get the Jordans, huh? You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I think that was something you and Shalice was talking about, because you didn't have the Jordans. Then it was like, oh, so you can't afford nothing else. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I didn't have any of that. My mom, I'm not even gonna lie, my sneakers that I had in school were like, I had a pair of No Fears. Go ahead and say what the hell are those? I don't know. They were like,
I remember that brand.
Okay, well, that's what I had because my mom was not buying that. And then my friend, she would let me wear her shoes. And then my sister, when I got a little older, I think I was 16, my sister worked at Ladies Foot Locker. And she bought me like Air Maxes and Prestos. And I'm not even going to lie, I wore those Prestos till like my feet were like stained. I didn't know how you were supposed to wear them. And yeah, like I didn't know. So trust me, I think that's why I buy so much now, because I'm making up for all that I could not get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember No Fear. I didn't know they made shoes though. Clothes.
Oh, I had them. Yeah, I had a pair of them.
Yeah, I remember the clothes though. I remember seeing that shit in East Bay and just people wearing it, but I didn't know they made the shoes.
Yeah, that was my shoe. And they used to pick on me. They'd be like, what are like how they do what are those? They used to be like, what is No Fear? What do you fear? I'm like, girl, chill. So hey, now it's different. Like, and that's my daughter. She has a pretty decent collection. Matter of fact, one of my friends, she got pregnant and she gave my daughter a ton of shoes. And I was like, oh my gosh, why could I not fit these shoes? She got like the cool gray 9s, 11s, Concord 11s. I'm like, you're not wearing these? She's like, I don't want them. I'm like, what? I wish somebody would have gave me this baby collection, right? I mean, she got like 6 or 7 pair of really great OGs. But yeah.
All right. Well, it's almost time for, our, for the show. So I know you said you'll look at it at 11. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, however you need a roll. I'm not even going to, whatever. I don't even want to. We'll do this. I know that I will see you in person because I love your wife. Like I hit her up shoe wise and I hit her up on other stuff. And I mean, so I will eventually one day we will meet.
Sure, for sure. Julia said you had the OG Fair Guys team early.
Thank you, friend. Thank you. I appreciate you.
We will be soon. Let me ask you. There's only a few more questions left. I know your lady. She's into sneakers, so I don't need to ask you. How she feels, how your family feels. They know. They know what it is.
It's actually interesting though. It's a little. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Elaborate, please.
Ooh, so we're like in competition a little bit. I wouldn't say we're all the way in competition with each other. I have her beat a little bit only because I pick up other shoes than she'll pick up. So I have like, the Coco Sandal Nikes and the Air Rifts and stuff like that. So that's where my number gets a little higher than her. But I'm always trying to kick her out out our closet. I call it my closet because I feel like it's my closet. Like, so we competing. And so when we get there and which is why I had to stop buying shoes because I was buying like 4 to 5 pairs of sneakers a week. Like boxes were just coming in. FedEx knew me by name. UPS knew me by name. It was bad. And so she really wants me to stop. My daughter wants me to stop because she's like, you're using my closet space. And I'm like, I need it. I have nowhere to put my shoes. So we got to share right now. But my family, my sister supports sometimes. She doesn't understand. My mom completely is like, you can't live in it. Can't wear it to church. So when I started seeing the ladies that I follow like dress up in sneakers, I'm like, look at this. I can wear this to church. I can put this on. And so that's what I had to do. She always fusses about my sneaker purchasing. Like if I asked her to do something, she'd be like, could have used your sneaker money for that. I'm like, I could have, but I used my sneaker money to do something else. I need your help with something else. So yeah, that's where it got to. So they don't really understand.
I feel it. I mean, my wife, when we first met, I remember the first time she came into my apartment, she definitely thought I was a weirdo for having all shoes. Because she has some shoes, but I mean, where I was living at the time, because I mean, I wasn't in the ghetto, but I was kind of
on the cusp.
I was on the cusp. I was right on the border. I'm from a place in Acre Heights, and time I was in this other area close to it called Kinsman, and it was a little dicey over there, but I still had all my shoes, and by the way my apartment was decorated and the shoes, she definitely thought I was
She said she was frightened at the first visit.
Yeah, it was a lot because I mean, I had a fireplace and I had because I'm a Lakers fan, I had all these Laker figurines over the fireplace. One of my most random pairs of shoes, probably the most random. I have a pair of Nike Shock Certifieds that were made for Lamar Odom, so they're 17. They're huge. They're actually up in the loft area now in our house, but I'm a Lakers fan, so it's like memorabilia. I found them at a thrift store, and they were made for him. They got the LO on the side and everything. So
nice.
Yeah, but she definitely thought I was weird. So I always just ask people, how do the people feel, because she's got a lot, and my wife buys a lot and has a lot of shit that I don't have that I wish I had.
Yes, she does.
She's got about solid 15, 20 pairs. Here she comes now.
Hey,
she brought our old shoe.
Did she bring it down for you? Let's see it.
It's a little dusty, but
wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
Yeah, it's I'm not even sure. It doesn't even look like it's been worn, but
I was gonna say that looks fresh.
Yeah, I've had these maybe since 2008, and it's got the Nike promo tag, so it's a little different than a regular retail pair. So
that's nice. I wouldn't. I'm not a sports fan. I play for the home team. So Bay is a Lakers fan because she is a LeBron's fan. So wherever he goes, we go. She's also a Brady fan. So wherever he goes, we go. But yeah, I'm not in the sports, but I'm getting there. You know, it's interesting. It's really interesting.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean, being from Northeast Ohio, being from Cleveland,
Oh,
I'm used to being able
where'd
to.
you go?
Oh, can you see me?
Yeah,
Am I
but you're freezing.
am I freezing?
Yeah, you're there. You're going. Yeah,
Am I still
there you
frozen?
go. No,
Okay.
you're good. Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. Yeah, you a little blurry on my end now.
Am I?
Um,
Is it me?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. I mean,
Okay.
you know, yeah, it's good. I can still see enough of you where I know what it is. Um,
Okay.
like when I had Sneaker Freak said on, she was like, I could hear her, but she was like frozen the whole show. So when I went back and watched it, I was like, it's
Makes
good.
sense. Got it.
But yeah, being from Cleveland, Northeast Ohio, I'm used to being able to turn on Channel 30 and see LeBron every other day. Had season tickets to the Cavs for a long time. My dad brought me up in sports. So love him. I don't like him. Like, I never wanted him to go to the Lakers, though. And the Lakers are my team. I even have a Lakers tattoo because my dad and I have been following the Lakers since the 80s, since Magic. So it's something that even now, like, when I talk to him after we eat dinner, we'll probably be talking about the Lakers and what they're going to do. So Shorty try to ease you off so he can watch his show. No, that's her. I don't even watch no more. That's her.
I sent him that message, Julius. I was like, listen, I could talk to you, but I can't talk to you too late because my little ratchet shows come on. But I'm good. I'm okay.
All right. But yeah, but I know a lot of people like that. I'm happy that LeBron is on the Lakers because since he's there, it makes it easier to get Lakers merchandise because between Kobe and LeBron, that little thicket of time, it was a little hard to get Lakers shit. You know what I mean? So
That's true.
it was a little difficult. So I do appreciate LeBron from a merchandising standpoint. He did
Hey, Sneaker Mess.
Sneaker Mess.
Yeah.
So she in the
She was just. Are you? Yeah, she was just in a live with the sneaker exhibit. Are y'all going? So listen to this. This is really funny. I already knew your anniversary when you told it because I was talking to V. But y'all anniversary is October the 7th and ours is October the 10th. And so I was like, y'all gonna be in town for that? And she was like, I didn't know anything about it. So did y'all make your way to go to this? Are y'all coming to the sneaker exhibit?
I didn't find out about it until the tickets was already gone.
Okay.
So
you can still come into town. You might not. I mean, I'm pretty sure somebody can find you a way to get a ticket. There has to be a way. Julius is gonna be there. I mean, everybody, just about everybody's gonna be there.
So what day is it on?
It's on October the 10th. It's on our anniversary.
What is
We're
that?
gonna be in. That's the weekend of your anniversary. that's your anniversary weekend.
Yeah. So
that's next week. Matter of fact, next weekend.
So it's on Sunday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what is it? Monday is well, I don't know about I work at a bank, so Monday's a holiday for us. I don't have to work. See, Quickie Cutie's gonna be there. Sneakerhead Poppy gonna be there. Come on, you gotta just send a message and be like, hey, I know you said you're not opening the door for anyone else, but I didn't get the memo. So
I gotta see. I may have to be a Converse, but I have to check. I didn't
mean,
realize.
you can wear. Oh no! Oh, you might have to be at work.
That's the thing. But I wish I knew about this. I didn't find out about it until after the fact. Everybody there but us. We on that thing.
Yeah. See, I mean, let's get it. Come through.
I feel like I'm being peer pressured right now.
You are being peer pressured. This is real right here, right now. Let's make it happen.
All right. Let me ask these last few questions right quick before I forget.
Proceed.
All right. Okay. Where is your collection going in the future?
I already told you. I'm trying. I'm not lying. So I looked it up, right? PJ Tucker has guesstimated 5,000 pairs. I feel like he has more. I don't feel like he really gave a real figure. The what is it? The three chicks with kicks. I think that's their name. They have a collection of like 3,000. I want to be, I want to be there. The Guinness Book of World Record. The lady holds a world record of like 12,000, but hers is not even sneakers. Hers is like heels and sandals. So I'm trying to be there. Like, honestly, I think I said this probably a couple months ago to my friends, and they were like, "Are you serious?" I even did the calculations. I'd be dead before I could get to that number, but I want over 1 million pairs of sneakers if I could get it. And they were like, "Do you know what 1 million looks like?" And I'm like, if I can get it, I will try. But yeah, I mean, that's what I want. I want a whole house, wall for wall. Like that's gold. Like I love sneakers that much. I don't have histories or whatever. How many do I have now? I did a count. I only have 202 pairs of sneakers. I don't have a lot.
Only?
That's not a lot. Excuse me. Did we not just talk about your over 1,000, sir? Yeah.
No, I don't remember any of that.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't remember talking about any of that. We talking about 202 pairs?
Yeah, that's all I have. Sneaker. I mean, no. In shoes total, I have way more than that because I have about 50 pairs of Uggs.
Yeah, count it all. Uggs. It's all footwear.
I have to count them because I have sandals. I got Crocs. I mean, I have dress shoes for work. But yeah, sneakers only. I only have, and when it comes to Jordans, I think I have about 86. Jordans make up 86, and the rest are other shoes. Right. See, Sneakerhead Poppy told us we got a whole Foot Locker in your garage. I can't even compare. That your garage reminds me when I worked at Champs and I quit because they were like, we need you to go up the ladder and get those up top. I was like, who going up the ladder? I'm not going up those ladders. I'm not going up there. So I quit.
I used to hate that shit. You know?
Yeah, I'm not. That was why did they have that rickety ladder? I mean, I'm big. Like, I'm not finna go. Yeah, nah. I quit. I literally called. I was like, Mom, I'm done. She was like, you don't want to work there? I said, nah, I'm over it. I'm done. Come pick me up. I quit. But yeah.
All right. So
are you making fake? That's not a lot of shoes. That's not a lot. That's pretty slim. I want more. Like, I need more.
All right. Being realistic, it's a nice amount of shoes.
It's decent.
Not slim. It's a nice amount of shoes.
It's decent. Bay has 109. She has 196. So together we have like 4 something together. But that's not a lot. No, we have 398 together. That's not a lot. So, that's not a lot. Like, I want more. See, there you go.
I used to Spider-Man. Okay, so wait, Shorty has over 1,000 pairs. It's all just here. It's all hearsay. My wife.
Just rewind it when we're done. Sneaker mess. Rewind the video back. You'll see it.
I only work at Converse for the discount. Like, you know, I enjoy merchandising. But I'm only there for the discount.
I'm debating. That's what I'm debating. I'm debating on. I mean, actually, I was talking to Sneaker Mess a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I applied to Nike for the HR position, and she was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And so when she said that, I knew in her mind, she was like, girl, why are you trying to work at a place that you don't give them back their money? Like, that's crazy. So I would, because my friend had a Swish account, and I wore them out. I wore that 40% off was beautiful. I wore them out.
I feel like my wife has bought more stuff, like regular stuff. I've gotten a decent amount, but since you can't use it on sneakers, it kind of, But
if it sits,
the IDs and the custom chucks is where I've been, kind of, because I'm waiting on 4 pairs right now, custom chucks. So one of them I made in honor of my wife. Is y'all.
Oh, I can't. I mean, I'm ready to see. I really am ready to see. Y'all have some really interesting. So let me ask you a question, because I saw a pair of shoes, and I'm gonna ask a question for my friend. They're a pair of platform. I think they're gum bottom, and they have a plaid material wrapped around them. They're maybe gum wrapped. I'm gonna try and I'll send a picture to V maybe and see if that is a shoe that is really sold, or did someone custom it themselves. But it's dope. Like, when she showed them to me, I was like, I'm not supposed to buy any shoes right now. And I was like, hopefully they're there in October, only to find out that they're not online anywhere. So yeah.
Just send them to me. Okay? I know you've
Awesome.
been acquainted with the way. Just send it to me. I'm still the sneaker king of this house, okay?
I talked to
Okay?
B. I went and did my research. I talked to your wife because she was aligned in my career goals. So that's why I reached out to her.
HR, I went to
And then she loves sneakers. Yo, that is the most beautiful thing to me, to see corporate women with a hell of a collection. Like, that is like odd. Because you always you see how you were talking about, like, usually like hood niggas that have a bunch of shoes. But when you see
certain shoes, certain colors.
Okay, all right. Well, certain shoes, certain colors, bet. But usually in Charlotte, it usually be the hood niggas that have a bunch of shoes. That's who had their collection. Now you see, more real people and people with like goals in life, and they have like a journey to take with their shoes instead of I'm just buying a shoe to floss in the streets, like. So that to me, it was like when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I gotta meet her. And I told her, I'm sorry to be a groupie, but I gotta ask you some questions. So she was pretty cool.
And like I said, I love my wife. She all right. And again,
did you say 12s? I love 12s.
12 hood.
No, I love 12s.
Listen, I'm gonna run before we get to these last two questions. I'm gonna always say, as hot as Jordan 1s are right now, I'll always say I still don't feel like the hood really fucks with 1s.
That's true.
On a whole.
That's true. I agree.
They're only for old dudes and sneakerheads.
I love 2s.
And I'm gonna say this. Other than them red ones and the black cements, the hood really doesn't fuck with 3s.
True. That's true.
4, 5, 6. Only, as much as I love them, and I guess I'm in that group now, I feel like only older niggas, both hood and not, fuck with 7s and 8s. Younger people fuck with 7s and 8s.
Listen, I heard y'all talking about it. This is Sneaker Mess Grail, but this is your favorite shoe too. Aqua 8s. I love them. Those are, I have not. I think I wore them once.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's a perfect shoe.
Yes, I will have to agree. You were right.
But after the 8, hood niggas love the 9. Hood niggas love the 10. 11s are for everyone. 11s are for everyone.
I don't.
Well, I mean, you're a rare case, but most people love 11s. I'm a rare case because I prefer the IEs for how they feel on my foot.
I love the IEs. I will go with those.
The 12 is the ultimate hood nigga shoe, and the 13 is right up there with it. 14, that one from last summer, that red one, was specifically for the hood.
I have those. Wow.
But
wow.
That's no disrespect. Like, I'd wear any of these if I could find them for the low, but I'm not even paying retail for them.
I'm about a retail price.
Yeah, all the shoes can be dressed up. Can't wear a pair of 1s with the salty.
That is true. Unless you're going to look like you have on a t-shirt dress in one. So if that's what you're looking like.
Yeah. All right, so that's hilarious. Well, look, what's on your radar next?
Woo!
September's almost
coming up. So October coming up. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm reaching back for the prototypes. I need it for the shoe in the box. I'm debating on cutting them. It's a couple shoes that I need to get. I want the Jiminy Snickets. Is that what they're called? Whatever the Adidas are. I was really sick because they were sitting like all over the place for retail, but now I can only seem to find a 6.5, and I really need a 6 UK or a 8.5 or 7 or whatever they are. Definitely, I'm trying to go for those foam runners. Is that what they're called? The red ones? I need those. It's October. It's my birthday month. I got it. It's like, it makes sense. I have to have them. It would make sense. Definitely want the Pine 3s. I need those. Whoo. The list is pretty long. Like, I have to reach back. So I'm like trying to tell myself, like, Tasia, if you're going to reach back, just reach back when the time is right. And the way that they setting the lineup for 2022, I think either you or your wife posted the lineup for 2022. There's no reaching back at any point in time ever, I don't see, unless I hit the lotto to double up. Like, that's all I can see. It's about to get ugly.
Yeah.
It's getting ugly.
Because those Air Max 96s are on their way. Because they finally let us get our Nike discount on them. So they're on their way. But for me, all I need is just the midnight Navy 6s and the Cool Gray 11s. I need to replace both of them because
I'm afraid of those. They look so thick. Like that patent leather around it looks thicker than it did before. Like I'm nervous.
Yeah, since 16, since the Space Jam, they've been making them with the OG cut. See, I feel like only OG colorways should get the OG cut.
Okay.
The Cool Grays weren't an OG colorway. They came out in 2001, so they should just have that banana 11
Yeah,
color.
and that's why I said they look really weird. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want those 12s. The what are they? They're not called the playoffs. What are they called? They kind of favor the playoff. They kind of favor the playoff. No way, it's not the playoffs. They kind of favor the taxis. Yeah. Right, but the playoffs are supposed to come out next year. I need those again because mine are tortured. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty much jam packed. I'm working as much overtime as I can. Okay, because my checks are about to. And my daughter's like, "Can you give me these?" And I'm like, "Girl, ooh, you."
Yeah.
And the Furiosas. I was so mad because your wife posted. Are you making faces at those shoes? Don't make faces at. They're dope. Okay, they're dope.
They are. I'm making a face because they only made them for y'all. I will fuck with them.
You don't even, but you know what? I wore mine, and I'm not gonna lie. I wore them when we went to the harbor, and we got so drunk, and I swear I felt like I was about to fall over because they're so thick. I was like, oh, wobbling. It was terrible. They're not shoes that you wear, huh?
They made you taller?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, your wife's about to stand up in those. Yeah, I'm telling you. I mean, they're comfortable though. That double air unit is foolish because usually shoes that are made that thick, unless their sole is hard, they're always soft and that it squishes and it breaks. Like it doesn't look good. But that double air unit and that space in between helps because it's like they do this together. I love them. I need them. Yeah. I need those. Yeah.
Let me also say shout out to Ash McMath04. I don't think I got to say hello to you when you came in. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of the greats. So my boy Digger 102. All right, so that's what's on your radar next. That's a lot. If I'm looking at next year, I need a new pair of Jason Kidds.
I don't even mess with that.
A lot of stuff I'm just replacing. Like,
yeah.
So that's why for me, I'm gonna be looking at just different random Converses that nobody else is gonna have at the store, vintage shit, random collabs. Because I had to set myself apart because everybody just wears Chucks. We got a bunch of people I'm doing their training. They all, they get a free pair of shoes when they start working there. Oh, let me get the white and black Chucks.
What are those? I have one pair of Converses that are sitting in the back of my closet.
The back?
Well, the reason why let me tell you why they're sitting there. Okay. You see how you doing? But either way, the reason why they're sitting there is because they're special to me, right? What I don't remember his name. He's a basketball player. He used to wear a dress. Whatever who? Larry Johnson. Nah, Larry Johnson.
Oh,
is that his name? So I have a pair of those, the Hornet colors.
The all teal or the white and teal?
Huh?
The all teal or the white and teal?
The white ones. Yeah. And it's like I love them. And I wore them a couple times and then I was nervous because I was like, oh, are you being too rough on these because they're Converses? Like, you got to treat them like they're Jordans. You got to hold on to these. So I had to put them away. They're in the back. They're hiding, but they're there. And when I say I love them, and I feel like that's a shoe that I slept on, honestly. But when they released, I was in Atlanta for a hair show, and I went right into Lenox and picked them up. Yeah. Grandmama, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not. Go ahead. Follow with your questions. I'm not gonna take over your show.
Oh, it's cool. She said it down there. My wife had a brand new pair of them, never worn, and she got rid of them before we moved down here. Why? I still have mine. I have the black ones, the OG black, the OG white.
I couldn't find the black ones.
Gotta have those.
Yeah, I couldn't find the black ones. If you could help me find the black ones, that'll make me happy. They'll sit in the back, and I need the box. Don't show me no box. If it's boxless, just keep it to yourself. Don't even worry about it.
Oh, it has to have a box.
Oh yeah, I need boxes. I can't get with the crate stuff. I've been trying, but I can't get. I need my box. I need a box.
Really? Like, so you won't can't get the box?
I mean, I have a few pairs that are not in the box, but I'm real picky about my box. Like, I love my box.
I'm gonna tell you the ghetto shit that I do. Because again, I
Oh,
showed y'all who've been watching this, in the garage. That's where most of the loose shoes are. They're just piles of shoes in boxes. They're all separated by category, but um, like you get something from End or from Social Status, and they give you that box
oh
that
yeah.
flips. With I use them for for shoe
Do I?
boxes.
I love their packaging. Listen, I
Yeah,
love end clothing packaging. They protect my stuff. They
yeah.
really protect your stuff. Yeah.
So like she had got some stuff from Adidas, and they had like this box that I was like, I gotta have this box too for these vintage Converse that don't have a box. So I'll be recycling the boxes, but
Hey, I mean, you let me know. I'll start saving my inboxes because that's where most of my purchases come from. There, and Adidas started doing a special packaging too.
yeah.
So yeah.
All right. So last question before we wrap up.
What we've been waiting on?
Being no, I mean we can we can keep
Well, no,
going.
I said no. B wanted us to elaborate. I believe this is what we've been waiting on. The moment we've been waiting on. Your last question.
Oh, you got to give me your top 5 shoes.
Oh, and then that's not the last question. Well, go ahead.
Well,
My top 5 shoes. Oh. Jeez. I'm not gonna lie. I have been in Crocs. Like, I have Crocs. Okay, so you made that face like, don't tell me about no Crocs. So give me just a moment.
I never thought Crocs were going to be a thing, so you have to forgive me. That was no disrespect.
No, because I get the same thing from Sneaker Mess. She she makes the face about the Crocs too. So it's cool. She's I would say probably my Air Maxes, maybe. I'm gonna say that I go to right now Air Max ones. They're down on the first floor, so they have shelves, so they're down on the first floor. I can just grab them. Forces, but they're not just regular Air Force ones. They are the thick platform ones. Anything platform, any Nike's platform. My Air Rifts are. I think my Aqua Air Rifts are probably my. Let's go. I'm trying to run out of those. God, I don't know. I really say it's Crocs and probably some UGG slippers. Like that. I'm work from home, so I'm pretty much in loungewear 99.9% of the time.
All right, so that leads me to another question, since you like platform so much. Because I used to have so many of these at one of the old stores I used to run. Like 2012 and 13, they had the Dunks and the Air Revolutions, and they made them into wedges. Did you fuck with any of those?
I got them.
Okay.
I sure did. I had one pair, but I wanted it so bad I bought a size up, and you can't buy those type of shoes because your foot slides. And then actually we went and priced the pair that I have now, and they're going for like $4.96. And I bought them for like $40.
Yeah. The Air Revolutions I actually sold pretty well, but the Dunks, yeah, I was selling them for like $60 a piece at the store I was at because I just couldn't sell them. Like those would be hot now, but
Yeah, I have some Adidas ones too. The Adidas wedge ones. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
I love those.
I remember that being a thing, like I said, 12, 13, 14. So
yeah, what is it? It's the what did they? Oh man, I was gonna call. I wanted the Comodeco song Cortez. I think that's who made it. I think that's who made it. I wanted those, didn't get them, and then I went to look, and they're like going for 1,200. I was like, there's no way. And then I think it's the Vin Diesels is what they're called. They're really thick forces. They're like 3 soles stacked on top of each other with a strap across them. They're like 4 colorways that I have sitting on the goat that I want, and they're only going to use, and they have no box. And I'm like, no, I'm not buying those either. So
look, we gotta look. It could be a grail if it's a holy. Because I didn't even get to ask you. We're so deep in the conversation. I didn't even ask.
Sorry.
A holy grail sneaker that you just never been able to touch that you're still looking for.
I would say those are the ones. Those are them.
Mm.
I'm not short. I am 5'5". But if you ask me in the streets, I'm 5'6". Because I have on sneakers, but I'm not short.
Nah, I got you. I got you. Well, my last question then is, do you have any questions for me?
Um, God, no. I have one question. I mean, and I guess it would tie into what you never asked, which is why I took the time to bring this box down for you. Okay,
What,
but
what did I not ask? See,
you
I
did.
did this. I don't even have my questions list. I thought I could just do it off the dome.
Oh,
What?
I mean, we were doing good. I think we did a good job.
Yeah.
But you didn't ask me about my one crazy story. Like when I said I really had a crazy story ever since I watched you, I was like, when I have a one crazy story, I'm going to tell it. Right. Until I had that other crazy story. So, we'll go to the crazy story, but I do have a question for you, a couple. So this involves your household. This involves your wife. She was posting about the Alila Mays. When I saw the 14s, I was like, oh, I got to get them. I love the paper. I wasn't too happy about the silhouette, but you know, it was the paper in the box. Got me. I was in love. We went, you know, everyone was trying to get them. We missed out, didn't get them. She hit me up. She was like, I was like, you had any luck? She was like, no, I didn't have any luck. I was like, all right, I'm gonna keep my eye open. She's like, I'll just wait to see what eBay does or, you know, what happens. I was like, all right, bet. Whatever takes place. I roll over because in clothing, they do, if you go to in clothing, they do drops in the middle of the night, like in the middle of our night, early morning for them. So I definitely rolled over and I saw him there and I was like, oh snap, look at this. I was like, oh, I hit her up and I was like, should I call? Should I text? What should I do? So I bought them. I sent the message to your wife. I already paid for mine. She woke up. She's like, Dag, I missed out. She was like, hey, but you do know that says Delta, right? And I was like, but that's not the picture. And then I read it and I was like, I was wondering why they was one, I think it was like 149 or something or whatever. It was stupid low. And so then she was like, yeah, those are definitely Deltas. And I think I hit you up and you was like, yeah, we saw that, but these are definitely Deltas. My wife doesn't want those. And I was like, no. So I called in clothing and I was like, yo, I need you to cancel this order. I don't want these shoes. I was going for the 14s. I don't want them. And they were like, unfortunately, once they left, they got to go. And I was like, oh my God. So I was able to stop them, which I wasn't able to stop them. They actually came to me. And then like 2 days later, and clothing restocked on them, right? So I was able to cop my shoes. And they still mailed me the Deltas. And then I told them, I was like, yo, I'm not paying to mail it back because if you ever have to mail overseas, it's 200, it's almost like 250, 230, just depending on the shoe and where it's going to. That was probably the most craziest, embarrassing, out of pocket one, because I feel like when I come to the Shorty C family, right? When I come to that family, I better come correct because y'all are, in my eyes, that's like me going to Julius and his family. Y'all goats. I can't be just bringing y'all no BS. So when I say I got it, I got it. And when I hit it and I didn't read it, she was like, these are definitely not what you think they are. And I was like, oh no. My feelings were hurt. I was so devastated. I was big. Yes, I was hurt. So let me ask, did y'all have a good laugh on that one though? Because I'm pretty sure y'all was like, Shotty is wilding. Like, I know she was about to wake us up at 3:00 for no Deltas, but
Listen,
that was crazy.
I don't think there's been a shoe this year that my wife wanted like she wanted those Lately May 14s. So it wasn't no laughing. You know what I'm saying? Because she, I don't remember how she got them. I think she might have got them from eBay. I can't really remember, but she was not a happy camper.
We were in it together.
Yeah, you know, and that's been one of the things is I've been trying to. I usually try to stay on the even keel. Like it's only been one shoe this year that I wigged out about, and it was the Air Structure, and that's because that's a regular ass shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and it sold out.
Yeah, and I had to call one of my former Foot Locker coworkers in Cleveland that I'm still friends with.
Mm-hmm.
He saw him in Akron, mailed him to me here. Then about 2 weeks to a month after that, I could have got him with my Nike discount, and they got down to like $58. So I could have just waited. I paid like $91, which for that.
You want to take the risk?
Yeah, but if I hadn't done all that other shit wouldn't have happened. So, you know, it's no laugh because I really be wanting to see people, you know, get what they want because it's about the love, you know.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of questions from dudes like, man, how come you just really interview females? This isn't the case. But I enjoy talking to y'all because y'all y'all remind me of how the shoe game was when everybody was like this. What
Hungry for it.
it was pure, it was genuine.
Yeah.
I understand the reselling aspect is always going to be there because it was there then, but it was just
It
different.
wasn't as, yeah.
You know,
I have to agree with you on that one.
yeah,
That
like
was,
like the first shoe I really saw people trying to resell where it started to change was when the DMP pack came out, '06, with the black and gold 6 and the 11.
yep.
That was when it kind of changed. But yeah, we wasn't laughing because shit. She was still trying to figure out how she was gonna do. I did see it. And I'm like, damn. It says Delta, but it's got the picture of the 14. The price isn't right. Should I do it?
No, but everybody did it. That was the crazy part. So when I hit them up, they later sent me an email. So they paid for shipping. They paid for the shoe to come back. But they later sent me an email and it was like, hey, we had a mix up on our thing. We're sorry. So now I took it as a learning lesson, right? So now I read everything on that page before I hit the button because you're stuck with it. Like coming from overseas, it's yours. It belongs to you. Because when I bought the Furiosas, I bought them in my regular size, and you really have to go up because they fit smaller or they're cut smaller. And I was stuck with the shoe. I had to actually sell them less than what I purchased them for, and that hurt.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a really quick story. That's like that for me. In Cleveland, there's only one Tier Zero Nike account, which is where I worked from 2012 to 17. It's known nationally as Exhibition, but a lot of the stores are still called Next. So, I was there in 2015 when the ones, started to be more than what they were. And I passed up foolishly to get a pair of not only the Chicago ones, but the shattered backboards. With my discount, they would have been $86. Now, well, for one, I always blame my wife, and I really shouldn't do that. But we weren't, we weren't married yet, but we were, she was like, you're kind of on some, you wilding with these shoes, bruh. We got other shit we trying to do, and rightfully so. So
Yeah.
I didn't buy them. And with the shattered backboards, I was like, man, I don't even really fuck with orange like that anyway. But at the time, I never saw them being unattainable shoes. I don't want to hear the story ever again.
Oh no.
So,
Oh,
hey,
no.
she heard it a million times. I mean, she still was a factor in me not having them, but
I was a factor in Bay not having them, so don't feel bad. I was a part of it.
Them shattered backboards. Yeah. When you touched on how those orange ones were supposed to be, if they would have came out like how they were supposed to be, I would have just been okay with them. The leather might not have been as good, fine. So for now, the pine green one, the first version of it, that's my shattered backboard. Because it's the same shoe, it's almost the same leather, but it's green instead of orange. But I still want that shoe. I mean, I have my old Chicago's from 94, 95, but I need a fresh pair of those. And I'm just not willing to pay what people want.
It's crazy. When I'm not lying, it's really crazy. Similar. I mean, we went through that. The pine ones. She asked me. I think they restocked a couple times, and she was like, "Man, you want them?" I was like, "Nah, I'm good on them." She's like, "You sure you don't want them?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm straight." I seen somebody with them, and they changed the lace to red. I was like, "I need those." She was like, "Yeah, they're not. No." And the shadow backboards. She came to me. And she was like, "Babe, I really want these," and I was like, I don't think you should get those. I was like, they're ugly. Like, why they look like trash bags, like, And so she's like, yeah, you're right. Like, I really talked her out of it. And now we look at them, I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, that is a hurt shoe in our house.
Yeah, the third pair, I could see the beauty in it. It still wasn't for me. I mean, I would have probably tried to get somebody to mat it out. And I've seen people switch out the sole swap with like those low top shattered backboards that were made like shit, the low ones. So I've seen them come out well, but the way they are, y'all being, y'all size is a little more friendly, but me wearing like 11 and a half, 12, and bitches would have just not looked.
Little opened up. Right. I got you.
Man, but yeah. So what were the questions that you had for me?
I wanted, what is your, I've watched it, right? But I feel like now that we've talked and we've dug into some shoes, what has your top 5 changed? Is it still the same on every conversation? Because I've watched a couple of your lives, and
Oh no, it's the same. Converse weapon, Chicago 1, Neon 95, Blue Foamposite, Concord 11.
Galaxy phone pods is what I want. So I
Yeah,
can see
I was.
it.
I always say the shoe game changed around that time because
Yes, it did.
I'm open for everybody. It wasn't just an iPhone thing, so it was a combination of the Concord 11, the Galaxy Foamposite, the Yeezy 2. If we go
I couldn't
back,
touch any of those.
yeah, if we go back, the South Beach LeBron 8 was like the beginning.
I have those. I
So
have those. My back door got me straight.
yeah. So, going back to 2010, like again in Cleveland, it took him a couple of days to move because everybody was still mad that he left. But that was a grail of mine. I didn't get him until years later. My wife actually bought them for me on my 37th birthday. So I've had them.
Oh.
But she I would have never had them if it wasn't for her. I mean, now she has a retro pair. I want a retro pair, but I took an L. So,
it happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's my top 5.
So, what's your upcoming? Like, what's on the calendar? What you doing? What you trying to grab?
Just those 6s, the Midnight Navy 6s on Black Friday, and the cool gray 11s are the only ones I really can think of. Those ones, there's some ones that come out around Christmas. They look like white biohacks. They're like they got.
I seen those. The Gotex, I think that's what it is. The Geotex or whatever it is. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that the one you're referring to? They have like a stripe and then they have a white. Yeah, I think I've seen those.
Yeah. So, but with Jordan 1s, you got to put an asterisk by it just because of the way it is.
And they change them.
Yeah, that's really it. I mean, I just see it being more of a reach back thing. I still need to get the Rick Owens Converse.
I seen those. They were sitting on end clothing forever.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, so I need up 70 hot top. I need the weapon. I still need the UNC ones, the very first UNC ones from 2015.
Oh, okay. I did not get those. I was so salty that she got hers. Yeah, okay, so I don't know how to pronounce his name. I call it a merengue tone, right? That's what I call them. I'm pretty sure that's not the name of them, but I like those ones. Those are pretty nice. They remind me of, I don't remember what shoe it is that Shuli had copped, but they remind me of those shoes. I don't remember what they're called. Whatever shoe he really, really wanted, he traded 2 shoes to get them. If he's in the comments, I'm pretty sure he'll drop it somewhere along the way, but those are pretty nice. I like that burgundy. It's nice. Yeah.
I need some Converse Run Star Motions, the new Run Star hype.
I got those. I have 2 pair. I have the Space Jams and I have the black and white ones. And clothing helped me with the black and white ones, but Sneaker Politics helped me with the Space Jams.
Yeah. Because those were the first Space Jam shoe to sell out on sneakers and on Converse.
Those are the box. That box is so... I was tripping at the fact that everybody else box didn't have a crazy. That was the only shoe that had like a dope ass box. That was the only shoe that had a dope box. I was like, why would you not give it to the other shoes? But
what do you mean? Yeah, the June Squad box, or what you mean?
Yeah, the purple, the box was. I mean, what is it? The Forces didn't have it. They had like a regular Forces box. I mean, of course, the LeBrons was gonna have a box, but I'm talking about like the other shoes in that collection. Everybody didn't have a dope box. Sorry to say.
The Converse.
I'm gonna need you. Huh?
Because my 70s and my regular Chucks, I think just the Converses had that box.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The LeBrons, like I got one of the LeBrons and she got one. It's just regular, like you said. So. Yeah,
that really, it blew me because I would thought that, they would have made it anyway. What else? But yeah.
It's not really a whole lot.
That's true. That's true.
There's not really a whole lot coming out for me though on the radar. Like, and even with those 2 Jordans, realistically, they're both probably gonna be mass produced, but I still may not get them. So I've already accepted that I may not get them. So
don't accept that. I mean, you have opened up. You have opened up and met people. You don't know what. If you don't go get some water before you choke, put your hands up. Put your hand. Come on, clear that air. Listen, I was a daycare teacher. Clear that airway. Put your hands up.
Already better right there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even get to show y'all my shirt. My daughter told me not to wear my hat. I wanted to wear my hat, but she was like, "Don't you put the hat on?" But I didn't get to show y'all my shirt because I tried to get cute, right? Because I was gonna be on here with Shorty and have my shoes ready for you to be like, "What is that going?" And I'm like, "My mochas, of course." Like, but I can't find their Stitch apparel.
Yeah, I kind of regret that because I didn't want those at first, but I wish I had them now.
Hey, there's a couple people I know who wish they had them. I actually lucked up on mine from Hibbett Sports, surprisingly.
They changed them, though, because they were just supposed to be brown. They weren't supposed to have any black on them at first.
I thought they were supposed to be like just the remake of the Travis Scott's, no? Or were they, so they were supposed to be just all brown?
Nah, they were supposed to be sail and brown. So
okay.
Oh, was supposed to be brown, too. And
so everything there you go. See, over here trying to hold it together. Let it out. Let that drink that water. It's cool. It's understandable. There you go. See, next time we do this, we got to do it. We got to do a part 2. We're gonna have to get B and Julius on here. We're gonna have to go ahead and make your screen real tight and get everybody up on here because I'm telling you. For sure. This is some interesting conversation, and then work on getting that ticket to the sneaker exhibit, y'all. If you can come, if you can make it, it will be awesome.
Yeah, I don't have any problem coming. You know what I'm saying? I just wish I had known about it a little sooner, but it's all.
I mean, everybody posted in their story. How did you not know about it? Unless you just don't follow her. Everybody was like, I got him, ticket, got him. Where were you at?
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You weren't paying attention?
I mean, that was part of it, but since I'm becoming an old, cantankerous black man, I don't always look at the stories like I should. I don't always utilize the stories like I should. So
I agree.
See it on like the feed. A lot of times I don't see it.
Okay, I'll take that. I don't either. So, okay.
Shorty a lie.
Oh, shots fired. She came for you.
I got nothing but love for twin mother. No.
Yeah.
This is one of my first guests on here, so
I'm ready to meet the whole D&B crew up there. They are off the chain.
Totally.
Oh.
So that may have happened. I'm not going to say it may have happened. So it happened, but again, since I'm becoming an old cantankerous black man, I might have forgotten.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying.
Nah,
I'm gonna need you to pull your resources. First of all, twin mother already talks to Tashia, right? That she could probably, if Sneaker Mess can find you one ticket, all you really need is one ticket. It's easier to find one than two. So now you have 2 tickets together. Make that happen.
I'm gonna put it in my story and on my feed. Anybody got tickets for the sneaker exhibit?
I'm gonna repost it. Put it together. I'll repost it on both pages.
Okay. All right.
I got you.
I'm gonna do that, but again, I'm gonna need y'all to be patient with me. See, like Julius is already a GOAT already, but like he's a young late 30s. I'm an old 40. You know what I'm saying? It's the sneakers are the only thing left that I have. I mean, my face is gone. Everything is.
Hey, I mean, you're rare. So with your young at heart and the love you have for sneakers, it don't matter what your age continues to grow at. You're gonna be a kid at heart. You hold on to that. So
yeah,
I'm just saying. She said the weather's in the building. I'm just come on. Come through. Yeah. Even if you come up there, she's still doing like a meet and greet on Friday and whatever on like we're doing the brunch on Saturday. Come through. We'll find. I'll sneak you in the back door. I'll push the exit. I'll boop boop.
Now sneakers to wear. And see, that's all kinds of pressure. Like I don't know what to wear to something like that.
What do you mean? So it's not a sneaker ball though, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's just a sneaker exhibit. Like it's like going to the Van Gogh exhibit. So it's
still gotta have on some fire. I mean, I don't even know what to do now. Now the pressure's on.
Listen,
See?
I ain't even gonna lie. If you look at the pictures, I can't compete with the DMV area. Okay, they got a whole nother set of fire that I can't even. They listen. He said, actually, I'm gonna DM. There you go. See, that's why we go to your wife. Sorry.
I didn't got that. That's probably for the best. I didn't go.
There you go.
I'm about to work some magic at work where it's like, look, I forgot about this.
Don't let them know it's your anniversary, that you need that time off. Don't even tell them about the
time for that, but it wasn't that specific weekend. I may have to move some things around, but you know, I had
finesse.
So
as a sneakerhead, finesse is like in our DNA. We have that. So finessing is what we do because, like you said, people don't know what they have. So you got to, like, you know, make them understand why it's important for you. Either way.
All right. Well, the battle will be with Converse. So, you know, y'all just hope I win this because.
You want me to call up there for you?
Nah.
I got you. Okay.
But hopefully we'll see y'all down there. I definitely appreciate you, you know, being on.
It's been a pleasure. I definitely did not know what I was getting into. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I told Julius a couple times, like, I hope he don't hit me back. So I'm kind of nervous to get on this live. I can't even compete with this man, but I can't. My knowledge is not there. Like, but it wasn't enough. Like I told him when I watched his live the other day, it was really like you sitting, kicking, cooling, you know, and just talking about shoes. Like,
yeah. And I mean, just being honest, between Julius and I and Sneaker Mess and Vianta, we get you together with the knowledge, you know.
Hey,
we'll get you together. I mean,
help me out. Help me. They got it. I just choose not to listen. I'm like, so what that box look like? But yeah.
We got to work on that too, man, because it might be a grail. And it's like, man, it's a good price.
I'm pretty sure.
Don't have a box. Like,
I need a box.
Got to get that marker out and write on that replacement box, man. Cool. Well, look, I'm going to go ahead and go. But
yes, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate it.
I'm definitely going to see you soon, and we're going to do this again. I was thinking about doing part twos. I still got a lot of people that want to, you know, be on, but
yeah,
this has definitely been enjoyable. I mean, it's been like 2 hours more than. So
I'm gonna start my own series. It's really to talk about, you inspired me to want to talk about people and their funky sneaker stories. Like, I want to hear. I'm pretty sure people have a ton of stories, so I will be getting that together, and then, you know, you can come visit me.
Well, yeah,
we can chop it up and we can talk about your story.
The first guest, you know, I want to be number one.
I can't give you number one.
See how you do?
I already, because I've had a conversation with Julius, so I actually already offered that spot to my man. Like, see, but we can do this. We could, maybe we could do it together. Maybe a group event.
No, it's cool. Julius is such a cool dude. I love his page. He was one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If I can't be number one,
if you ain't first, you're last. Okay, Ricky Bobby.
Say that. I ain't say nothing about last. But, you know, hopefully I'll be in the top 5, you know.
Of course. No, I mean, I'm trying to kick it off for October the 1st. So we'll see it. Y'all will see it. I have some things in store. It'll be interesting.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll be, you know.
Wait, don't mind. I got you.
You know.
I got you.
All right. Well, I'll definitely be in touch. And
okay. It's been a pleasure. I truly enjoyed it. Thank y'all so much. Yeah. Y'all have a good night.
All right. Take care. Peace.
All right. Bye.